It's,
What's your shit on Facebook? I'm finna just say live on.
I already got you on there.
Oh shit.
It's gonna show on your page. Matter of fact, we live right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Say what's up, beautiful people. As y'all can see, we are here with a terrific panel, and I gotta start this question out because I don't think us as men ask this. We always say how you doing instead of how you feeling today, man. Like a feeling word. Like I really feel like great. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel a whole lot of depression the last couple of days, so I feel real good, man. How about everybody else?
Feel good? I'm alright.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm in the alright category. Well, I'm saying I feel good too. I'm good.
Alright.
I woke up on this side of the dirt. I'm good.
Right.
Yeah. So we're going to get into a conversation real, ain't gonna be real quick, but I gotta ask y'all something. When y'all first got that knock on the door, that notice or whatever it was to inform you that you have been investigated, what's the first thing you start thinking about, like when that process first gets started?
You want me to go first? My stomach started hurting.
Say again.
My stomach started hurting.
Okay.
And I got that Target letter. So, I mean, I was on my way to eat. And when I was on my way to eat, they had pulled up on me in a parking lot. I had just moved from my crib, so I'm like, they found me. I didn't even know how they found me. And they had pulled up on me in a parking lot. They pulled up on me at my sister's crib. It was two white dudes, I'll never forget. Dean and that other dude. And they flew from somewhere. Anyways, they asked me, you know what I'm saying, hey, you know what I'm saying, with the FBI, da-da-da. So I'm like, man, what y'all want, whatever. Then they just want to, you don't got to answer nothing, we just want to ask you some questions, blah, blah, blah. And then they asked me these questions, or whatever the case may be. Then basically they just gave me this target letter and showed me all this stuff that they had. Granted, they didn't really have nothing at the time. And this is in March 29th of 2023. And then this year, April 1st, at 5 in the morning, all I hear is flashbang, boom, boom, boom. And they beat down my door. And I'm talking about they had the marshals, the FBI, the Waxahachie freaking sheriffs, they had snipers, they had all type of stuff. Tanks, all in my what you call, like, it was crazy. I had the video and everything. And you know, they screaming, yo, Kimmy, we have a warrant for your arrest, you need to come out, da-da-da. And I'm like, bro, what the? So I wake up again, I'm asleep. It's 5 in the morning. And I run to the room and I'm telling my girl, I'm like, baby, they hear it, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So then this thing they blowing up my phone and they telling me, like, yeah, you need to come outside, and make sure you come slow because we got snipers on the roof and da-da-da. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck did I do? I'm confused. I don't even know what's going on. Because again, this was 2 years ago whenever the target letter had came. So this April, you know what I'm saying, whenever all this stuff happened and they took me and then down to Fort Worth. They took me down to Fort Worth at the like federal building or something like that. And then I'm in a cell all day. And then that's when I went to court. When I went to court, I finally seen my lawyer, or whatever the case may be. And when I seen him, and I seen basically what I was accused of and this and that, I'm like, bro, what the is this, bro? I don't know about none of this stuff. So they built a whole case based on lies. But yeah, that was my story.
My reaction was, mine was a little different because I had a drug charge, or I was charged with conspiracy to sell, to distribute or buy and purchase marijuana. But mine was a little different, but my reaction was, I was meeting this person that I was buying from, and they were there. They came and blocked me instead of him showing up. So my first reaction was, this motherfucker done told on me. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker done set me up. That's my But the feeling of once I knew what was going on, I mean, that was my first initial reaction. But as far as once I went through the process, when I got locked up, You know, it was a sickening feeling because I knew my life was changing at that point.
Man.
It wasn't a state case; it was federal.
Man.
It was state. You know, I probably wouldn't even get no time with it. You know, because it's just totally different.
Mm-hmm.
State and federal, they operate totally different. The shit I was charged with feds really don't even want weed. But they'll take anything from a rat or a person that's setting you up. They will take it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna add it up. They're gonna add things up, and that's the thing that's the reason why I wanted to talk about this to people, because forget what you did. It's nothing how if you're a person that's never been in trouble, you're a person that's out here and you haven't been in any type of trouble, you need to know that it's not gonna be what you think. What you think you're doing, even the amounts you have. If you get a federal charge, it's not gonna be what you think. You thinking they're gonna get you with what you got, and that's it. That's not the way the feds work. It's totally different from the state. That's the state charge. That's the way it works. But we'll get into that. I'm gonna let you finish that.
Yeah, for me, it was just mine was just a drug bust. Mexican dude that I knew, he wanted 5 bricks. He wanted the I think it was like 5 bricks. 300 pounds, something like that. And for that 1 week, the weed wasn't in, but the cocaine was. Nigga had never, like, I had never fucked with cocaine or nothing like that, you know what I mean? Ever, you know what I mean? I ain't cap, I ain't Jesus, snowman, none of that shit. Nah, this was just, when I say a fluke, this shit was a fluke.
Or a setup.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Because it might have been him, but he probably already in trouble. He wanted to make it be.
Yeah.
So he can get you with that because they don't even want that.
You ain't had no bad feeling or nothing? Like, whenever it didn't line up?
Hindsight 2020, you always do.
Now
At
they
the
got
end.
the
At
mom.
the end. You do at the end. I mean, hindsight, I mean, because once I was rich, I did the same thing.
Yeah, they got me at he got us to come to Louisville. I think it was like Vista Region. What the hell they did?
Yeah,
Came in that parking lot, then the nigga kept on like stalling, and then that's when, you know what I mean, your nerves got
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
When you start seeing, you know, the same cars and 2-3 men in cars in the parking lot, then you start kind of putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Now, I'm sure when he got in the car, looked at the 1 brick we had, because we had one in hand and 4 in the bush. You know what I mean? We
never have all of them.
Wasn't faking. Nah, we had them, but you know,
You gotta make sure.
Nah, for sure. So we got in the car. Got in the car, looked at the brick, got out. See, they rolled us on the service road.
Mine was different than all y'all. It was about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. They bang on my door. Stayed in the historic district, so I could see everything outside through my window, whatever. So I see about 11, 12 guys with guns out in my front yard and all this other kind of stuff. Same cash ATF, what is it?
ATF?
Yeah,
ATF, and all that other kind of stuff. Marshall Jackson and all that. Like that movie. Yes, I was thinking of mentally. I didn't need that, and I know I stopped a long time ago.
Yes.
So I know I ain't did that. So I opened the door, happily. Hey, what's going on? What y'all doing over here? Man, they put out some papers and pictures and all this other kind of stuff. Saying that these cats told on me and all this other kind of stuff, and they just now finding me after. They say it was from 05 to 08. But I bet it's different. It was 07 because, but I couldn't argue with them. At the end of the day, I couldn't argue with them because I'm not going to take them to trial. Over a year when they had me dead to the right on the other stuff. So I couldn't argue with them, but anyway, it was just totally different, man. And, you know, like Shaq said, I knew my life was going to change right then. And, but it ended up happening is they told me why they was there, told me who told, and everything. Before my PSI even came out, they told me who told me, whatever. But they couldn't find me. You know, just like you. They couldn't find me. So I guess somebody finally realized who I was, and that's what it was. Got me on conspiracy.
I'm telling you, man.
No, let's talk about that though. Like, for those who may not understand what conspiracy is, or like how they use that to like put the charges on you.
They've been doing that for a long time. It didn't start with us. They've been doing this a long time.
And I feel like it really ain't fair, bro. I mean, life ain't fair, I get it. But like, if you just want to slap stuff on people just because you can't find who actually did the crime, I don't think that's cool.
What it is, they not just slapping something on you. Whoever, like we told you the other day, the first ones who said, get the deal.
Yep, that's fact.
And so that's been stated a long time through mafia ties, everything. That ain't just start with us. That's been going on a long time.
So what does when you know, like, okay, this is coming up, this is inevitable. Did y'all have any understanding of the laws?
Not at all. Not at all.
See,
And that's the thing. Like most of us up here, even if we're not first time offenders as far as any kind of crime, we ain't been to jail. Like I hadn't spent the night in jail either before that.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, but, you know what I'm saying, not
Yeah.
long term, not prison, not prison, not prison. Yeah,
we're going to talk about that too.
Yeah.
I ain't never been to jail, prison, nothing.
Yeah, before that, but the understanding of how, and not at all, because we was agreeing to it. And then, like everybody, like most people that do stuff, you never intend on getting caught.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it is you never know when it's gonna come and hit you. So you're not looking into consequences. You're not looking into that because you don't think it's gonna apply to you for one. So. Nah, I didn't know anything.
You gonna always feel like you moving smooth.
Right,
You always looking at the reward.
That's it. You always feel like you're moving right. So nah.
Especially when you ain't ready.
Right.
Especially when you ain't ready.
But that's the only thing. You cannot be reckless in people you deal with.
Yeah.
So
They get caught and they tell us
I'm
I'm
gonna take it.
I'll take this one.
That's it.
So just that one, you could build you a kingdom, and that one can knock the whole thing
That's
down.
it.
Of course.
Because I think anybody, yeah, it's true.
Well,
Yeah.
you gotta understand if you do anything, you dealing with somebody.
Yeah,
I would take it that. I mean, you can't do it by yourself.
You can't do it by yourself.
So yeah, that one person can be your downfall, and you could be all the way out the way. You could be, you could be a ghost. Well, you could be a ghost. But at the end of the day, if that one person that you do deal with bring you to the light, you ain't no ghost no more. They get in trouble and fold you and shit.
They all gonna
And it's
fold.
under 5 years. You commit that crime under 5 years, you don't get that. And then they're going to charge you just like they cost you today.
Right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I dropped
This is becoming a weekly thing. So what was your first steps though? If I heard correctly, everybody got lawyers.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody, yeah.
I mean, they give you a federal lawyer if you don't got a paid lawyer.
Yeah.
But that wasn't saving my life.
That's the worst
Which
thing
one,
you
the
can
federal
ever do.
or paid one?
No,
Paid.
Bro, I swear to God, I feel you.
That's the worst thing you could ever do.
Like,
I tell anybody.
Everybody
that's
keep
insurance
telling me that, bro. You should have got
No,
a
you court-appointed lawyer because they be connected with the federal,
Because the paid lawyer don't care about nothing but getting money, bro.
All of them know each other.
They want you to plead.
Yeah, no, that's real talk. See, look.
You gotta understand when you going through a situation, a life-changing situation like facing time, they know that you're at your most vulnerable state, and you will give your damn near your life,
To stay
not
free.
To stay free. So
For real.
they charge you. That's just the most. That's the worst spent money you can ever do. You say that for yourself, for your family, for your
You don't
family.
need it.
You don't need it for your commissary. You don't need it. Well, to take care of your family and that too. So that's the biggest waste you can ever do is spend money on the pay like mine.
40 grand back there. 40 grand.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
You say you spent 40?
Yeah.
Okay, this one they told me. I was in Florida. They told me they would not let me get a court appointment. So I had to pay a lawyer. Yeah, they said I make the money. So they wouldn't allow me to get a court upon the lawyer.
You had to get a lawyer there?
Yeah, I got a lawyer there. So that I tried to get the last one possible. So I paid $10,000 for the lawyer.
That's the best thing.
Yeah.
Because that's the most wasted money you can do. Because one thing about the difference with state and federal is once you look at your guidelines on where you are with your situation, it's pretty much cut and dry. A lawyer ain't gonna do nothing for you. Most times if you hear people say, "Oh man, my lawyer did this,"
They lie.
they lie. They help themselves.
So is it really? Because they always say, I mean, it's solely up to the judge if he wanted to, you know, decrease your time or increase your time.
Unless you get something,
you know.
Well,
unless you some extraordinary nigga, it ain't.
Right.
They gonna go with the recommendation.
When we say it's cut and dry, like when you got your category, whatever you face it, just say mine was 10 to life. I had a mandatory minimum because mine was a statute point. So they give you at least 10. So 10 is the least I can get. But I got 120. I got 10 years. So, but you know, when you look in your category, like I was at a level 32, category 1. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, mine was 10 years. But what was it? Something to 120.
1 to 151.
120 to 151. Yeah, what you can get. So
like
by me never being in trouble, none of that. The low end is 120. I can't go less than 10 years because it's a statute crime. So that's the less I can get. So getting a lawyer wasn't gonna get me under 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And then going to trial. If you go to trial, they can give you more, but it just depends. If you still don't have a pass, so you know, the discretion of the judge can't go below the guidelines. You know what I'm saying? They can go above, they can go anywhere in that window, but they, you know, most of the time them scare tactics that they do you make you sign and stuff. But as far as the attorney goes, that's a waste of money because you can look once you look for yourself. Shit, you pretty much can see what it is. They to me that's what need to be locked up. They ass because
Highway robbery, bro. A vulnerable person,
man. They prey on vulnerable people and they take all that money and know they're not gonna do nothing because I guarantee you ask any of these dudes right here to pay lawyer, including yourself, that attorney talk all that stuff up front, and then once you pay them out, because most people come up with a payment plan, you don't just go drop that money. They like looking make you look guilty anyway.
Yeah, fact.
But the fact is, you know, people gonna try to come up with the money, even if they don't have it, they gonna do what they gotta do. But once you pay that money out, that's when all of a sudden they done heard from them, and now deals on the table. Prior to that, boy, I'm talking about the whole time, 6, 7, 8, 9 months go by. They don't know nothing. But the minute I paid them all that money, now deal on the table. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got something to tell you. So, but that's because they trying to get you on off the roster. Now, if I get you out, I'm through with you. Once I go and get you to sign, I'm done with you. I get you to sign. Take you in front of the judge.
That nigga not gonna answer phone call no more.
No.
They done. They got all their money.
So look, I with my situation, right, bearing in mind is like I was like a spiritual in the water farm, right? So when y'all did y'all PSIs or whatever, and did y'all lawyer like have any objections or anything like that whenever they gave y'all PSIs?
No, you got me because I didn't have really anything to object to, but the thing about it is really not going to do that. I mean, you could object to what? You got only thing you really can protect. That's it. I mean, you either you. Now that's another thing. I'm gonna say this real quick. Feds don't do technicalities, meaning that if it was something that you think was incorrect, they improperly done, like the state, they might throw it out.
Yeah,
they don't do that. So your attorney can't find nothing in nothing. They gonna make them chunk whatever they doing out. Other than they don't do. Feds don't do technicalities.
They lie.
They will lie. They gonna change the information and whatever they need to do to get you to sign a plea out. They don't do technicalities though, at all.
Okay, let me ask you this. Shaq answered me.
Yeah.
So I guess when I was towards the end of my sentence in February, they said that they are letting the judges go with their own discretion. And I'm like, well, you still can't go below the guideline.
If you have a statute,
Yeah.
which most crimes do. We gotta explain this to people because when we talking about statute, that just means that there's a certain number that your crime carries. In the feds, especially if you got drug cases like three of us, the amount of drugs they add it all up, and then they add it all up over time, and then that's what determines what your level is, and that's what determines what your crime carries. Like, say for instance, you could have a mandatory 5 years statute, meaning that you got to at least get 5 years for that crime. You're not going. The judge can't. When you say the discretion of the judge, he still can't go under that 5. You know what I'm saying? He got under that 10. In my case, that 10. His case under that 10. His case under that 10.
So is that just with drugs, or is that with any crime?
Well, that's with any crime if there's a statute. Statute just don't apply to drugs. Statute, it applies sometimes to different cases too. So, but with most of the white collar crimes, they add it up to a money amounts.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So certain money amounts, they do that too. They do that as well.
Because with mine, if you look at like our PSI, like my crime, it just was in 6. It was in category 6.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was only 6 points.
Right.
But the amount is what added up to.
That's
to-
what
level you was at?
I was at 26.
You getting close to us.
Yeah, that's what I said, because of the 1.7 million. So it was
That's
like-
why. That's
so,
what
yeah.
I mean. They go with their amounts.
Yeah, basically, because if you look at it, anything under was like $1.5 million or something like that, then it's 10 points. And in order for you to get probation, you got to be at 13 or below.
13 or less, right?
Yeah, you got to be at 13 or less, or whatever.
And it rarely happens.
Yeah, because that means you got to have a dry cut. All right, you did.
And you didn't have a really big. Most times you have a really big role in nothing. Most you don't never too much hear people get no probation just straight up in the feds, unless they
So I
a loved one or something
yeah,
that was like an
because my
that
lawyer,
happens with a loved one or something.
yeah, because my lawyer had he had a case. Well, I hired him because he had a case similar to mine or whatever, and then of course he had him plea or whatever case may be. He did his objections. He did this and that. Same situation as mine, whatever case may be. Young dude, never been in trouble. He got probation. He didn't have to tell. He didn't have to nothing. But he got 5 years of federal probation. You know what I'm saying? For the same crime he committed, conviction, conspiracy, committed water fraud, blah blah. No background in that. So he was telling me when he was caught, he was like, bro, this whole time I was in court, I was thinking of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we gonna make sure that you walk out. Because I'm like, bro, like, I didn't know about none of this. I didn't know. Granted, we all know that really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna try to charge you with their charge. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact I didn't have no major role in none of this, bro. I never committed a crime. I got paid. Well, let me not say that. I got paid off knowing you niggas.
That's how always is.
You know what I'm saying? I got paid, and I didn't get not nowhere near that. I got like maybe $40,000 off knowing you niggas. Y'all got the money, and I don't even know you niggas. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to make me as an organizer because they can't find the other niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Because they want you to tell them.
Yeah, that's their wood.
Yeah, that's
like,
really what it's about.
Yeah, but it's like it's nothing for me to tell, man. Like
Right.
it is what it is. And then granted, of course, it's stuff, bro, that they chose not to look at because again, they showed me all my receipts of. They showed me every transaction I've ever had, bro. Like it was crazy. My PSI, I think my discovery was like 124 pages or something like that, and they had so much irrelevant information in that discovery. It didn't make no. They had my mama's stuff, my baby mama's stuff, my girl's stuff, like school records, my military background. Like they had everything. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in the military or whatever, and when I looked at everything, I'm like, oh, this is straight lie. But again, the girl, she added lies onto whatever it is, whatever deal that they gave her or whatever. I don't know if she thought that she was just gonna walk or whatever the case may be, because when they first pulled up on us in 2023, in my PSI, it said supposedly that she denied to talk to them. You know what I'm saying? But then, like a month later, like May of 2023, she ended up getting a lawyer, and then I guess told them whatever it is that they wanted to know. And she basically pointed at me and said that we did this amount and and I paid her to do this and and I'm like, bro, you knew I didn't. You knew I didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But I hadn't talked to her, because again, that was a part of my pre-trial conditions anyway. I couldn't talk to her, but I didn't talk to her in years anyway. So it really didn't matter to me. Just like you, like I was far, you know what I'm saying, behind all that, because I got shot in the head. I've been all type of things that I've been through ever since, you know what I'm saying, 2021 anyway. So it's like I've been washing my hands with all that middleman, because again, I never did a crime ever a day of my life, bro. I just got paid off, like I say that. But in my PSI made me look like I'm a menace to society, and there's nothing I can do about that. So imagine how that feels to your mental when you know you can't tell. Even if you could, you wouldn't, because that just you got morals and principles that you live by. Granted, I ain't no street dude by far. I'm a businessman at the end of the day, but I'm a real nigga at the end of the day too. Feel what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't even trying to protect nobody, nothing like that. It's the fact that even if I could tell on nobody, who the hell am I gonna tell on? I don't know these people. They don't know me. Feel what I'm saying? But this nigga ended up ratting that I knew from school, ended up bringing this girl, and when he brought her, she ended up telling on me. And granted, he didn't even get charged with the damn conspiracy, and he the one that brought her.
Of course he's not going to get charged. What we tell you first, the first ones that cooperate with him, they get the best deal.
Literally. And I'm like, but they say supposedly he ain't getting charged because he getting paid, which that's a lie. He did get paid. But supposedly they couldn't find no evidence, but they didn't look hard enough because it was all him, everything.
He got to be the cooperating source or something.
They don't want to pay.
He's in my paperwork, but he's not in my paperwork. They say the girl named friend that I recruited them on social media. But he hit me up and said, hey bro, I got this girl, you know what I'm saying? And then he ended up giving me her number or whatever case may be. They ended up hitting her up. Come to find out, I had already hit her back in the day, so I had already knew who she was. So she was talking about cutting him out of the situation or whatever. But the whole time he still got paid. You feel what I'm saying? But they trying to make it seem like, well, they couldn't find no transactions. You know what I'm saying?
Like this.
Oh man, I don't know like this. I don't play them.
Okay, is anybody barbers in here?
Nah. Yeah, nah, bro.
He just on live. Welcome to the live, though.
Oh, boy.
You know what I'm saying?
My boss ought to walk in and interrupt.
Nah, you good, bro. Yeah.
But yeah, what you were saying, man.
Yeah, so it's like, I just imagine, you know what I'm saying, you trying to put this role of, damn, 29 points, but you minus 3 because of responsibility. I took on responsibility, aka taking the plea.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I never did none of this. Y'all have every record of everything. I've never got any of that money. Y'all showed me all my transactions. Y'all showed every single dollar that went in and out of my accounts, bro. Y'all know I don't have none of this.
So let me ask y'all this: when it gets down to that type of stuff, is it that they just somebody gonna pay regardless?
Everybody that's a part of the conspiracy gotta pay.
Once they charge you formally, you get that indictment that letter saying
He said, come here.
whatever your name is versus the United States.
Yeah.
You charge. You
Okay.
charge. You indict.
All right.
The way it's supposed to go is, they say they go and send it show it to a grand jury. Nobody knows who that is. Nobody knows.
Nobody.
People. Nobody ever seen it.
They
always say
a grand jury and himself.
there you go. But
we don't know who that is. That's what happened to me. That's what happened. I got arrested in April, and then I got indicted in July.
that's the process.
And I thought that you had to get indicted first before you got arrested.
You get arrested first, and then they present that case
They still be trying to figure
Yeah,
it out.
They still be trying to figure it out. Yeah, that's
And that can go on, and that can go on for years.
Yeah, but they might have enough to arrest you, but not enough to indict you.
Yeah, and that's why it took. That's why it took
Okay.
that long to get indicted. But I think I only got indicted because of they agreed to test on me, to testify against me. And I'm like, bro, one of the dudes, I don't know him a day in my, the one that got the most money, the 1.1 million, don't know him a day in my life, don't know nothing about the $1 million, whatever case may be. Granted, the victim got his money. He didn't go through, which I don't understand how the hell you didn't go through a hardship with $1.1 million taken from you. But again, it's Bitcoin, it's fake, it's not even real money, it's a digital currency, you know what I'm saying? And then back then, it was like depleting. It ain't like how it is today. So it was already falling. Like if you look at the timeline of the Bitcoin at the time of everything was going on or whatever the case may be, it was at like 45,000 like a coin or whatever, right? But then by the time 2022 had came, nigga, it was at like 20,000 something a coin. So you telling me that you gonna keep that money in there, bro, whenever you losing, bro, half of everything, bro, more than half of the money that you invest in, and then these people file hardship and all type of stuff, and I'm like, bro, y'all told them, y'all gotta possibly tell these people, because if you look at the victim thing, the victim notes on what you call it, somebody talking about, oh, they withdrew from their family and this and that. You talking about you withdrew from your family off money that wasn't even real? That don't even make sense.
Because it's any type of investment.
Cybercrime.
Yeah, that's different. That's
They be figuring out, you know what I mean, how it affects the victims or whatever, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
whatever involved
And
in
they gonna go from there, and that's
Right.
exactly what they basically, you know what I'm saying, trying to do to me or whatever case may be. I'm like, bro, y'all got the wrong guy, man. I'm like, I ain't got nothing. Again, I can't say that I ain't do nothing. I won't. I'm not going to what you call that, bro. Because again, like nigga told me, hey, you know what I'm saying, you know somebody, what you call? I just use my social media platform, whatever case may be. But with this situation and this whole thing, I didn't have to use no social media. Niggas just came to me, hey, bro, this person, such and such, you know what I'm saying? So I'm I bet with you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? You can link this person.
But that's why you're in a conspiracy, though. The minute you put people together, you organizing them. So that's what
You the puppet master.
Zay, but explain that real quick, y'all, to the people.
Because I'm confused, because like I say, this nigga hit me up and say, do you know da-da-da?
Yes.
And then this person brought that person and said, hey, bro, such and such, this and that. And then...
But it wasn't on your word, though.
Right.
You put them
If
together.
you put like
that's
they-
the way
they would've never knew each other if it wasn't
That's the way they put it.
I was just say, explain that a little bit, because people need to understand that.
Well, people gotta understand that if you put, you don't have to touch nothing, because again, even if you popular, you ain't touching nothing. You putting people together.
Right.
So if I call C. Luke and ask him, do we know somebody to go where I can go buy something from, and he called T, then he in there.
Yeah.
He ain't have to do nothing.
Yeah.
But he in there. Cause
They wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for
we
me.
wouldn't have been put together.
Yeah.
Type stuff.
That's you in that conspiracy. And at the least you can get is a phone camp. And that's like you can get as small as 2 years.
Yeah.
For that's probably like a one-time thing though. Now he do that
calculate
often,
that with me.
it's gonna be a conspiracy. But if you did it like one time, just that, and he might just say, man, hey, Shaq gonna call you, man, and just a one-time thing, they still coming to him now.
Right.
But they might tell him that, hey, man, we've been watching you. I see you hanging with you. I see you ain't did nothing. But you did. We had his phone tap, so we did hear you.
Yeah.
When he called you, when you put them together, so 9 times out of 10, we want him to check. So if he don't tell it, they gonna at least give him 2 years on the phone count. But they can still put him in the whole conspiracy with because you got two different things. You got relevant conduct and irrelevant conduct.
Yeah.
But you got him putting us together. So that's the kind of the same way you saying you done. If you call, if that girl, he bought that girl to you, and then you turned that girl on to them people, the feds feel like she would have never knew them if it wasn't for you. So
they do too. These mother don't mean to cut you off, but you gotta remember how big is it? how many people is, how much money involved. You know what I mean?
And I think that's the problem. Like, bro,
It always
when
money.
it comes to fraud and stuff like that, bro, it's never a head person. Like, it's always somebody bigger. Like,
You
it's
gotta think
never
like a pyramid scheme.
That's why I was going. That's why I was prepared. Yeah.
It's like a bullet.
Like,
Yeah.
it's always somebody, bro. It's never the
That's
same
all.
one person,
Yeah.
bro, that got all the money or that know this, how to do this, how to do that.
But that's how the feds operate.
They out there.
Yeah, but that's how the feds do. Remember, they add all the money up. They follow the money trail. So
Right.
we all charged with the same amount of money. You charge 1.5, I'm charged 1.5, he charged 1.5. Whatever they can track and trace and add up, we all charged with the same amount of money. Period. It don't matter what portion of that you got. We all got the same. If we're in a conspiracy, we all got the same.
They got 6 million.
Right.
There it is. Everybody responsible for it.
Yeah.
They're gonna break down the restitution.
Right. They gonna break
You know
it
what
down.
I don't get? Cause my partner, right? He just got through a Fed case or whatever. Same thing. Him and his partner, same thing. Conspiracy Wi-Fi, death Wi-Fi, right? But they got like $7 million, and with they $7 million, two of the dudes they play it out, whatever case. Well, all of them play it out. Everybody gonna play it out, man. The Fed, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That you just goofy.
But I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I didn't take it as serious as I did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I say that. Because I mean, you gotta be goddamn in the head first and shit. I didn't take this shit serious.
Yeah, I feel like that was me at first when it
Yeah,
came to me
yeah.
until I got arrested. And hey, I'm like, bro, this is a real thing, fam. Like, what the hell going on? Because that's why I said I was confused. Granted, because I was green, I was lost. I didn't know that this much money had got taken. It wasn't my business, fam. Because again, all I did was, you know what I'm saying? And they gave me a little, what you call it? Cool, whatever case may be. I didn't know these niggas really got rich off all this. You know, I'm like, bro, these niggas, because again, granted, if I got some of that bread, damn, it called me. You know what I'm saying? I got to take that lick. But damn, bro, like you trying to take me down over something I did not know, I did not do, or whatever the case may be. I'm taking charge for niggas I don't even know.
When that paperwork gets said, remember what it say? Knowing and
Unknowing. Yeah, unknowing. Oh God, yeah, dude. Unknowing. Yeah,
That's what irrelevant and irrelevant.
That's what it is. So it's like
we all might be speaking foreign to everybody. Man, y'all go get busted by the feds, so they can explain to you what your levels are, what your crime, what your misdemeanor charges gonna get you, felony charges gonna get you. That's gonna add to your level. So you might be at a level of 25, but you've been messing up all your life.
Okay.
So
it's gonna enhance it.
Yes, exactly. So it's gonna enhance your 25. Maybe to like 33 or 34.
There we go. That's what I wanted to get to.
That's how, well, you got two. It's two columns.
Okay.
Where you got a down and you got a cross.
Yep.
The down is the numbers, and like you say, the level that you own. The across the top is your crimes.
Yep.
Each your cases push you in a different
category.
Yeah, category. You got
Okay.
category 1 through about how many you got? Maybe like 6, 5 or 6, 6.
Over here?
Yeah.
This number,
Yeah.
I get like
5, 6.
5 or 6.
Okay, somewhere
Okay.
in there, 5, 6 somewhere. But it goes all the way down from 1 all the way down to 40 something.
40 something.
40 something. But once you get maybe
Man,
after 30 something, like
yeah,
you
boy,
get once you get to 40,
you might as well.
where's life?
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
say the
you
first
might as well
category is gonna say life.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna say life.
32 is teen at the beginning. I was what was that? 32.
Okay.
Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
These niggas really put my stuff at 29. I said,
level
what?
43.
Yeah, it go all the way to 6, and then it goes all the way down to 43. This is the United States Sentencing Guidelines. That's what every person that's going through anything, before you pay an attorney, you need to see where you at. Because it'll
You
show
can't do
you.
no better than that.
Right.
Shit,
Well,
they isn't paying.
Right. Well,
agree.
you got a federal, they not going to.
No.
He's not gonna do no better.
Yeah.
I mean, because this cut and dry.
Yeah.
This explain, this what we got.
So
That's
this
the
is
sentencing guideline.
this right here is not only with the book you said, this is something that
Well,
everybody
that's inside
needs.
that book. Yeah.
It's inside.
Okay,
That's inside.
because
That-
this
that
right
is
here
inside that book.
will make you think twice.
About whatever.
Boy, my
Everybody's
goodness.
situation is different.
So this is like this is that only the 4% beat.
Yes.
right.
You gonna do this, man?
And most of the time when they say
God, boy.
that people don't win because most people don't go to trial because everybody's situation is different. That's based on beliefs, your beliefs, and your situation, knowing your situation. Like you say, you be a fool if you in a 30 count conspiracy with a bunch of more dudes to go to a trial.
They gonna tear your ass
I
up. They
mean,
gonna
that's
play
that.
T-ball.
You know,
Somebody
like out of 30 people, bro, like 27
no.
gonna kill,
They say statistic wise, out of 10 people, they said at least 7 gonna tell.
I'm on mama. Facts.
70%.
70% gonna tell. I'm on
So
mama.
whatever these dudes out here doing right now, I know some, you know,
Bang,
quote
bang.
unquote, like kingpin. They basically come in, take one of y'all out of that whole circle and start building.
Yeah, that can blow the
Blow the whole thing up because it can happen. That's how conspiracy.
Is that when RICO charges come in? What point does that happen?
I think that's like a collection of different stuff. Like,
Rico.
yeah, that's not one charge, bro. That's like a collection of different things, bro. Like an organization.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like the mob.
Yeah,
That's
like
what it
stuff
was
like
designed
that.
for. It was
Yeah.
designed for the mob and for supposedly cartel and stuff, but they do apply it to the small. They use it for how they wanted the conviction. They will hit your ass with it.
So when we talk about these levels, right? And I told you was talking about this earlier, how your past always shows or will show like, oh, he a knucklehead, right?
Of course.
When does that start?
Which one when does it start?
Like, does that start with referrals from school?
I mean,
They got on their site got the juvenile record and everything like that.
But
Yeah.
you'll get points for you
Yeah,
get
if it's
points
a
for
juvenile
everything
and all
you've
that.
done, but it just depends on what the crimes are.
Okay.
Then the only time it shows up is when you got to do federal time.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Ah.
Facts.
The state don't care nothing about that.
Yeah, but the feds will go back.
They use that to
your
enhance
history.
Okay.
Your history. That's what's at the top. Your history is at the top,
Yep.
and your level is on the side, and it goes down from 1 to down.
So-
to 44.
When, just for clarification, see, you said it last week that you may be one state, but you ain't beating all 50.
Nah, hell nah, because you got to think the state is the state. The feds is all 50 states. I'm talking about all of them together.
United States of
United
America.
States of America.
That's scary when you see your
When I first got jammed up and all this, I ain't really taking it serious as I should have. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I went to trial. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers go for different reasons. Some motherfuckers actually think they were gonna beat them. I was one of the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was entrapment because, like I say, I didn't know the mess. I've never sold cocaine to the messy dude that I knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I thought I was gonna go to trial, and my defense was gonna be entrapment. I don't think that was. I thought that was something that can automatically be considered to the jury.
Yeah.
I didn't know that once the judge heard the whole trial, during the trial, you know what I mean. Once he heard it all, then he can put it in the jury defense. Once they took it out of the jury defense, once he was like, well, I don't think y'all had no case for entrapment. Once he threw that shit out, I knew I was
over
over
with.
it. Hey, yeah, when I saw we went to recess, I think I ended up having 2 lawyers. I paid my lawyer, he brought in his partner. So I'm in there really looking like big shit to this motherfucking jury. So I really was hit from the motherfucking jump anyway when you think about it. You know what I mean? When you think back on it. I'm trying to play like I'm like, I ain't nobody, but I'm sitting over here too long. Nigga, come on.
Suited and booted. You know what I'm saying?
That like,
Walked in like GQ.
But once they, my lawyer told me, he said, man, if they deliberate and they take them less than like he said, like 30, 45 minutes, then you come back guilty. Shit, I was outside, I was sitting with one of my partners. I think I was smoking a black or something. And somebody out the window of the federal courtroom, I think it was in Plano, that one out there, you know what I mean? Just a courtroom, had a little holding tank, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And
I used to have to go there.
yeah, somebody waved out the window to us because we was right by there, like told us like to come in. It wasn't even my turn. I came in, my turn didn't even know they had came back with it.
Dang.
Yeah,
How long?
Man, look at it, about 30, but man, probably wasn't even that. And when cause you gotta think they took out the entrapment. I don't have nothing else to stand on. That's the whole reason.
That was the whole defense.
Right, I'm thinking, you know what I mean? He can automatically be considered, but that shit don't work like that.
They don't do technicalities.
Nah.
That's why I said they don't do technicalities because even like in the state, the state you can probably argue with some entrapment, but just like in the state, my situation would have probably been like that because I didn't call the dude. The dude called me. That's entrapment. You know what I'm saying? In the state, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Things don't work like that. Though,
Okay.
right? I didn't even call him. He called me. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look at it like shit, like
How was that feeling being in trial? Like,
shit. It was 3
and how long
days.
did it take?
It was 3 days. My trial was only 3 days.
Man.
But they locked up my baby mama while at trial. When she signed up to be a witness, you know what I mean, to testify for me, they locked that ass up.
What?
Had to bond out that night, and then she testified the next day. Yeah. My one partner Vic, he didn't get the. I think he was signed up to be a witness, but he didn't get to testify. I testified in my own defense in the last day. They just like in my PSI, they tried to give me obstruction of justice. They say when I got up on the stand and took the stand in my own defense that I perjured myself. You know, they said I lied about something. Nigga, of course you think I'm lying. I'm trying to beat you.
Yeah,
Shit, of course you think I'm lying. But they ended up, he just ended up evening out at the same thing category 1 level 32. But yeah, see that, man, I didn't take that shit serious, but I still went through with it, hell boy. But think about it now,
It just, that's
I probably would have played T-ball with some of these motherfuckers. Because they motherfucker did it to me. And then when I come home, one of the domestic dudes I was fucking with, shit, he had went to prison and came home by the time goddamn that I had even, you know, while I was doing myself. You know what I mean? I'm telling off somebody else. Yeah, bro, we got like we get 10, and then with the drug program, the good time, 7 years, 2 months. Yeah. That's what we did. That's pretty much right here. Is that right?
So what program is it for like what different program? Because again, my sentencing day next month.
That's what I'm saying. We talking about.
No, you got no
that's what we talking about.
drug program going there.
Drug program getting you off that.
Hey, alcohol work for drug and it's considered a drug too.
Alcohol,
Yeah, because I ain't
So,
got.
man, you smoke weed?
Yeah.
You got a drug
Drug
program.
I never did any drugs or drunk anything. But I told them, I said, right.
Yeah.
I did it for my PTSD.
If you got a decent lawyer, I'm talking about even if the lawyer just a little bit decent, they gonna tell you to do at least that.
Yeah.
That's
Get you off of that.
That's the only
like
place you gonna get.
get the
Yeah, because like I
50-some
said,
months.
because my shit is 63 to 78 months.
Yeah.
Which I am still confused about.
You'll
that.
probably get, but you'll still get the low end of it, most likely.
Then you can go to a camp.
Right.
Yeah,
You
you
gonna
gonna
go
go
to a
to
camp.
Cupcake.
Yeah, you
Well,
go
I
see.
kind of
See that?
situation.
You see this though?
because of the
Non-violent.
non-violent offense.
Right. Non-violent. That's another thing people need to know too. If you got any violence in your past, I mean, it don't mean you can go back to a damn fight. You was in a group fight or anything out there, that's considered a violent crime. You don't go to camps for that. You won't go to no camp. You got anything crime of violence on you ain't going.
Man.
Bro, when I
Like
say
that.
I got straight.
You got domestic violence on your.
Straight.
You got into it with your girl,
History.
and it might have been a case where if you got a conviction on there for
anything.
violent crime, that's considered a violent crime.
So you going state. then?
No,
No, the feds. It's feds.
You can't go to a camp.
Camps is different.
We're talking about the custody level.
We talking
Okay,
about,
here we go.
we talking about the fed. We just said
Right.
you won't be-
Feds, yeah.
like you won't be able to go to a camp. You have to go to a high.
Go to a low.
Okay, that's what I wanted
And then
to.
they also go by your time, how much time you got.
If you got under 10,
You got 10 years, you can't go to a camp anyway.
Yeah.
So can we just dive into that though, like that different levels, like the camp on up to like the lifers, like how does that look like? How does that process take place? Like, okay, I see you ain't never been convicted, so you get to go to a camp. What does the camp look like? But then when I got to actually go to the pen, what does that look like?
Did y'all
Offense.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all-
offense.
That's your custody level.
Okay.
Offense.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. It's gonna be a different compound in a
Right.
different state.
Okay.
You gotta think in the feds, if you fuck up in Texas, you can wind up in California. You
Alright.
can wind up in Florida. You can wind up in wherever the fuck up north.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it ain't like in Texas if you fuck up, they gonna send you to Beaumont or one of these other
Yeah.
No, hell no.
Yeah, that camp level is,
When
it's
you get federal time, they got the option to send you anywhere they
Right.
want to.
within, they say within 500 miles.
Right.
Air
miles.
Yeah.
Air miles. Say that's
9 miles on the road.
Yeah,
Air
big.
miles. Yeah.
Yeah.
500 air miles.
So even if you going into the camp, they can still send you wherever across America.
They can if they want to be spiteful.
Yeah.
Most of the time they don't
Golly,
do
bro.
that unless unless you can't be somewhere. Most
I
of the
went to
time.
court in Florida. I got sentenced in Florida, and the judge said, "Where do you want to go?" I said, "I want to go home." I said, "Send me to Texas, send me to Sickville." That's exactly where he sent me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time they try to send you.
That's
where
right.
I
you
don't
can
go with nothing about none of that.
Yeah, they gonna try to. If you from here,
Yeah, I'm from here.
and you want, they most likely they gonna send you to down to the camp to see the camp.
Yeah.
And it ain't nothing but a daycare center.
Hopefully they see you to see the Sickville, you know what I mean? Because it's, with also tell you shit, they got facts in there like sardines, man.
Right.
Only about 200 max right in that motherfucker.
Right.
175?
Yeah, but they ain't supposed to have that many.
So what is your
Yeah.
everyday life in there
in the
though?
camp,
Yeah.
you just can't go home. It's
You can
tough.
be sitting out there looking like a motherfucker.
It's not.
freeway,
Yeah,
just
you.
hearing shit.
It literally reminds you of.
Yeah,
It literally reminds you of a child care center when you look at the facility. When you drive, it look like an adult daycare center.
And they gonna
It's like a daycare center.
You
Look like
gotta be
something.
there for years, bro.
Yeah.
So, are you in cells or like?
No.
So it's not like
It's a big open dormitory.
So like open
Now,
bay.
the camp level that we was at together, it was like two side
dorm.
open dormitory.
And so
A lot of bunk beds, like what we had, like 80-something bunk beds on
Yeah,
the
on
side.
each side.
Big
Lined
old
up in the
room
middle
with
and
80-something
lined
bunk
up
beds.
around the wall.
So just think of this empty space right here.
Right.
Yeah.
Not the chairs. Beds will be stacked.
Everywhere.
Bunk beds everywhere.
Yeah.
You got maximizing
Like,
wall
the
space.
lockers in the middle.
Space.
You know,
Okay.
around the wall.
What a
and
little
on the
lock,
wall.
what a little locker space look like that.
That's kind of, oh yeah, so that's
Like
kind of like
that.
how it was when I was in the army too.
Yeah.
When I was
Yeah.
basic
Yeah.
training.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that.
So, but let me. I gotta ask because I'm just. You got the dookie in front of each other. You just on like.
That's in the jail now. In the jail, you gotta do that.
Yeah. I had to ask, man.
Most jails, you in
Yeah,
yeah.
fucked up.
What?
But say you in the day room, yeah. So if you in that bitch sitting, don't nobody need to be standing up in this bitch. Everybody need to be laid. Sit down, you know what I mean, right there by the TV, but nigga,
That's why we so glad to get to the camp.
Yeah.
In the camp is different.
Okay.
In the camp, no, we got bathrooms. We got bathrooms.
Okay.
Going to the toilet.
Yeah.
Going to the toilet.
Yeah.
In the cannon or whatever. You got
Steel.
Steel.
Water out the sink. Your water and your shit on the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, your water.
no.
You're drinking water at the top.
Man, man.
And your shit on the bottom.
Yeah.
And when you cook it, you end up getting the water out the top. Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
exactly.
Oh, yeah. It's different. It's really humiliating for a man. I wouldn't
So
wish that
how,
on her.
God,
It's really
deep,
humiliating
boy.
for a
so
man.
what? How is it for like I guess visits like
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sweet. You get to sit right with your
Say,
bitch.
man.
Get to hug your girl when she come. You get to all that.
Man, we had the best officer ever that ran our visitation.
We did.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Ever.
We did.
And he supposed to come last week.
Oh man, the nigga, the coldest nigga in Nebraska.
Yeah, we
Respect you as
so
a man.
cool,
He
right?
ain't trying to, you know, he ain't trying to disrespect you, your family, no, none of that shit. If you get on his bad side, that's on you. But we're gonna include the nigga ice water. He gonna let your people come through just because you ain't got no. Well, we can say it now. You retired. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no points, because you get points a month. If you ain't got no points, nigga, your mom and your kids walk through the goddamn door, or even your wife or something, he letting them through.
Yeah.
They give you so many points.
But I was going through the ask
They
that.
give you
What's
so
the
many
points?
points.
And
Right.
how does that point system work? Like,
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how they laid it. I think he's like, what, 15 or 20?
Yeah.
Right, but
But they had a way where you can get more points, though. But it was I'm trying to think how they calculated that up.
And
He was 16 points.
I think it was like 15,
when
16.
they say Miss Jordan supposed to be here last week too. That was our council.
Yeah.
So Miss
But
Jordan
you
was
get visitor
here, and
points.
then the officer supposed
And
to
that
be
works.
here.
That works everywhere.
And Miss Jordan
Everywhere
like
you
our
get
godmama.
visit points because that's kind of how they regulate the traffic.
Right.
Like if you, that mean you ain't out there all the time. You gonna try to rest it out as you got points. They give you so many points.
Okay.
And then visits is different from camp to different levels. Like at the camp, we could physically be there with our family. Like
Yeah,
right
we
here.
be like this.
Some levels, as you get higher in custody, you don't get to touch them. None of that.
Okay.
You behind the glass?
Sometimes,
Oh,
depends on where
even-
you at and what your case is.
Or DP did even starting out. Because even in Fannin County, I remember.
In the county, that's different. Yeah,
when
county,
I
you don't get to
that
touch
first 10 months.
The
I
county is
had no
different.
contact.
That's
No
it.
contact visit while I was in county jail.
No contact.
Then when I went to
Behind the
City
glass,
Jail,
yeah.
that was my first contact visit. before
So
I
y'all-
started
so-
my time.
Y'all started off in
Hold on, so
county?
you don't get no, you don't get no town. You don't
County.
get.
We started off in the camp or camp?
Camp.
Right, see, Louis.
Yeah, well, we went. Yeah, well, we started off in the county because when they arrest you, they'll.
Yeah, after the sentencing, right?
After the sentencing, you have to turn yourself in. You're gonna be. Sometimes it depends on your case, though. If your case custody level is low enough, they might just let you turn yourself straight in.
Right.
Sometimes they let you just turn yourself straight into wherever you're going. It just depends. But most of the time, like us, when I pled guilty, they arrested me right then. So I spent my time in the county waiting to get sentenced.
See, and I didn't have to do that because I'm free right now.
Yeah.
And they straight up told me, they was all like, well, they asked the government, they was like, well, what you want to do? You know what I'm saying? Whatever case.
Yeah, you good.
And they was all like, no.
That's what I
They
say.
was all like,
Whenever
nah,
you plead and stuff, they might give you a time to turn yourself in. You might not even get locked up right then. It just depends on how much time your case gets.
Right.
Like in my case, when I pled, they told me that because I'm facing a mandatory minimum of 10 years. I can't. They got to arrest me right there. I got to go and turn myself in.
Okay.
It depends on your time. See, by your time not being as
I'm
much,
still- yeah, 'cause like I
they
said,
might
I had
still,
pled,
but they
I
can
told
still do the
15.
same thing to you when you plead. You can plead one time and still, they still might allow you to be out until you got to go to a sentence. They can.
Yeah, and that's
It's up
what
to
I'm,
them.
yeah, and that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah,
Like I said, I'm out still right now on pretrial release.
Yeah.
So January 30th is my sentencing date. That's when I'm supposed to go. And when October
Okay, so
15th,
you out for the-
yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah.
So October 15th is when I had went to go plead, and then after I pled guilty or whatever,
They let you back
and
in.
they was asking me, he kept asking me like, "Are you sure? You know what I'm saying that you want to?" And I'm looking at my lawyer. I'm like, "But you know, I don't want to plead this, bro. Because you know, I'm not guilty."
Yeah, they ask
fool."
you. Yeah, they.
You know what I'm saying?
The judge got to make sure you went under duress.
Yeah, basically.
They
You
all
know what I'm
that.
saying? So I was like, I'm like,
That's a magistrate
sir.
judge.
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah,
That's a
his name like
magistrate.
Han Ray or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's like, okay, well, so boom, you know what I'm saying? The court, you know what I'm saying, blah blah, the writing or whatever case may be, and then they was like, because it was 6 people in the court with me. It was me. It was some dude that was in front of me, bro. He had like Cap 1, freaking drugs, all type of stuff. Had this girl that was next to me. She had drugs, stealing phones, all type of stuff. She was young too, real young. And then there was a Mexican dude beating up federal officers or whatever, and he was illegal too. And then, but all of them had drug charges, talking about 500 grams of coke and all type of stuff. Every single one of them niggas was in jail, and I didn't. Like, I was the only person to walk out.
So, Does it, when you get to that point though, like, you know, where you get ready to go in and be sentenced, is there anything you can do to reflect? Like, do they still watch you, like, afterwards and be like, you know, well, we saw you doing this, or is it just over?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I can get sentenced.
Yeah, like,
Well,
Yeah.
well, let me say this too though. It's over for that particular case.
Yeah.
okay.
Now, in effect, you can also just say you're a drug dealer. Now, I could be fighting a case, and then I could be done with this one, and then once I'm sentenced, yeah, it's done for that particular case. But then you could also be charged somewhere else. If I'm one of them people that be shipping drugs everywhere, other states and stuff.
So they can try to charge you while you in there?
Yeah,
They
come
can come get you. They can come and get you and take you to a whole nother district and get sentenced to a whole
way
other
to charge you.
But
Right.
there is something that's called an 11C1C. That's a binding plea. And what that says is that
They promise not to charge you with no other cases.
Right.
That's what they gave me.
right. You get that.
Yeah,
That's what I had.
Yeah, they gave me that.
That's what I had.
They was like, if I pled guilty to the
Yeah.
conspiracy,
That's it.
then they said that, you know, the government promises, you know what I'm saying,
They're not gonna charge
they're not
you
going to charge you with nothing else in the
Right.
future, that they
That's-
can't
that's a good- that's a good
or whatever
thing to
the case
have.
may be. So, yeah,
That's
they
why
gave
they
me
mostly
that.
end their
All of that
pleas.
has been busted by the feds also.
That part, yeah. So it don't matter if you got character witnesses.
That don't matter.
Once they,
That don't none of that matter.
I mean, you know, people do it, but
yeah,
it really don't hold no weight because
The jury gonna do whatever
a
you
million
do.
people come here and say how good you are, but what that crime is that crime in their eyes, and that's what they look
If
at.
you like one of these golden channels out here, and you go get you a politician or something to speak on your behalf,
Man,
I'm definitely having that.
and boy, they
Well, I mean, he running for jail, so.
but
yeah, now he got to be powerful behind the scenes though.
But the thing about it, see, them guidelines are them guidelines.
Yeah.
If you already pled to that, you have them guidelines is them guidelines.
Yeah.
And that mad don't matter.
Yeah, if you think you, I wouldn't say go in there and take it lightly as citizen, even though you know what you got coming. But you know what I mean. We ain't gonna lie to you and say don't go in there, goddamn, and start, you know, plead like motherfucker Keith Sweat.
Man, I'm a cry.
Like, goddamn it, that shit ain't gonna matter.
That don't matter.
63 months. I hope you use this as an opportunity to get right with God. Do
man.
what you need to do in life. And I hope you be better for your kids
Just
and your
make
family,
sure you
man.
get that drug
See you
program,
next
man.
time, sir.
You take that drug program, they get a year off of your
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Shoot for that.
Yeah.
So you about
so
drug
how much?
program?
Yeah, nah.
You already been to your PSI?
I just got done with my PSI.
You needed it.
No, yeah, you need it in there right
Well,
now.
again, I'm going through objections right now. So I just objected. Well, my lawyer just objected that leadership role.
Why your lawyer didn't tell him that? Your lawyer didn't say shit about the drug program. Nothing.
Nah, because again, we still going through everything.
Nah, you should be. Nah, you playing already.
Yeah, you can play already. That nigga's supposed to let that be known.
You do that up front, damn near in the beginning stages. You had already played. Before you did that, your attorney should have told you about the drug program, because that's a year off of your sentence. You take a 9-month program.
On my mama.
And they didn't take a whole year. They take a whole year. You get out of a whole year early.
So let's say. So how much time? So you said you did 7 years off of
I
10
did
years.
7 out of 10 because you gonna
Because you did that
because
program?
I got a year off of that. Other than that, I would have got out at 8 years. See,
Nigga, you gonna get it. They gotta put it in there. We gonna speak it into existence. Nigga, you gonna get it too.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
I'm saying, like,
But
so let's say,
he had no answer.
nah, I did. I told him again about, like, after I got shot or whatever, I started smoking.
But just push it the
because
next time
I
you
had
talk to your lawyer.
PTSD,
Yeah,
I had
make sure-
PTSD,
make sure-
that wasn't a lie. That was
Yeah,
the truth.
but no, you need to tell your attorney, man. Tell him, yeah. you
Listen,
gonna
we
get-
got
He done already played and got out of the way. So might as well goddamn, hey man, we drug program still in effect, right? All right, cool.
Yeah. Make sure you
talk to your
Yeah.
Oh, then on top of that, so the federal lady, she hit me up, right? She was talking about. She said, usually I don't take defendants or whatever the case may be. On my mama, she literally texted me. She's like, but usually I don't take defendants and let them know, but I just feel like your lawyer is not on top of this or whatever the case
Just like we just talked about the drug program.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she's like, I don't feel like your lawyer is on top of this or whatever the case may be, and I just, I want you to have a fair fight, whatever the case may be. So, you need to put the objections in, by the 18th of December, whatever the case may be, and da-da-da. So I'm like, damn, that's what's up. Because this is like her second or third time hitting me up, you know what I'm saying, like advising me or stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because again, she say she don't pick this. But she straight up be telling me, bro, she like, she don't think I'm this, because again, bro, I have zero background, fam. I got, nigga, I throw block parties for the homeless, fam. Like, I give my shirt off my big brother know this, fam. Like, nigga, I literally, bro, I'm an outstanding citizen, fam. I just got caught up in a bad situation, you know what I'm saying? And I'm suffering from it. Me personally, regardless of what anybody say, I believe in God, I believe in God's power, and I believe I'm not going to do no time. But again, that's me believing in God's power and His miracle, bro. Because again, I'm not no criminal, bro. I've never been a criminal.
But
Ever
you signed
in my life.
already?
Huh?
You done signed already? Or you were?
Nah, I haven't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I already played already.
See, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I already played, yeah.
I was on the street. You remember I lost that trial, and then I did all that shit that he doing while I was in there. And then you did it while you was in there. What, PSI and all that? You did it while you was
did all that before. See, that's what I'm saying. I just did PSI a couple days ago.
Yeah, we didn't do our PSI on the street, so it was a little bit different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So see, with us, I know with me, they said I was flightless, so I couldn't get out on no bail or nothing like that.
See, they didn't say I was.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't tell you that, but they, and man, that's the best thing they ever could have told me, because I didn't want to. That little 7 years, 7.5 years, whatever I did, I didn't want to do 8 years because I told to
Stay out free.
yeah, exactly.
Because they use that time.
Because I knew I wanted to go.
You ain't gonna feel that feeling until the back end.
Yeah, exactly.
Type stuff.
Because now you gonna, you know what I mean, when you do your time, you know what I mean, hey man, we all don't want to go, but you know what I mean, you know what I mean, but when you do your time, you know what I mean, on the back end, you're gonna be like, damn, how much time you been on the street? Go fight your case. April, what is that?
Well, I played on October 15th.
Well, he done been out
About 8 months?
So,
Nah,
yeah.
he just played in
I just played on October 15th. Is when I played.
How long you been on the street fighting this case?
Since like,
He's my other girl.
Yeah, he's
Already?
I'm talking about them
saying.
saying.
so when they
Yeah,
first
8
pulled,
months.
so when they first pulled up on me, when like you talking about for a target letter?
Yeah, he's talking about that.
Oh, yeah.
When they first initially
When
arrested.
they first arrested me was April 1st of this year.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So you like say you gonna think back like like say April, December was the 8 months.
Yeah, it's like 8 months.
You
Yeah.
gonna think about, man, shit. If I would have went ahead and gone ahead and
With the
played
8
from the
months.
get go,
Yeah,
I would have been home last year.
But that's the thing about it. I didn't know. I don't know about none of this. 'Cause
Yeah,
I got arrested out of nowhere.
No, you're right. Because I've been 10 months.
And I didn't even have to ask. I didn't even have to ask to get out. They just let me out because they said I'm not a flight risk. They said I'm not a threat to society.
Right.
The judge said that the magistrate judge.
What
Yeah, magistrate judge. He straight up said I'm not a threat to
I was
society.
out on bail for until I played.
And that's another thing. Niggas need to stop listening to Moneybag Yo too. Because you know what I mean, he out there telling these niggas when he saw ain't no such thing as a fed bone. Yes,
That's
sir.
a lie.
Fuck it,
That's
you.
a lie. That's a
You
lie.
ain't gotta tell me
Don't
about
got faith.
You ain't got no fucked up criminal history.
They gonna let you out. Yeah, they
They
gonna
get
get
you
you out.
well, you don't have a paying bond. You don't have a penalty.
Yeah, you don't.
Either they agree to let you out or they don't.
Facts.
Right.
And they straight up.
That's regardless.
That's anybody.
Okay.
And your past is determine that. Yeah, your past is determine that too.
So even
Yes, sir.
like if you ain't never got in any trouble, but then you got say like the drug charge, but it's also you had a fight in it. You know what I'm saying? So they hit you with an assault and the drug. So do you still get that bond?
Probably not.
But it's all
you got,
if
you got, you might fighting the police.
No,
Like about the person that you was about to sell the drugs to,
Yeah.
something like that.
So see Lou to knock that musket upside his head.
Yeah, if you hit that, if you hit the, that's be a snitch if he ain't.
oh yeah, you ain't getting no bond. Yeah, they
But
gonna
they'll
say
think
you
you gonna try
violent.
to steal you violent. They gonna think you gonna do something to him. But nah, they ain't get. But you get a bond in the feds.
And you don't gotta pay.
You don't have a pay.
Yeah, you don't gotta pay.
No amount of money can you can't. No amount of money.
Bro,
Yeah, that's why it's called.
And another thing why I figured, I was like, damn, bro, like, he really trying to get me. Right? My lawyer offered to pay these people, bro.
You can't pay the feds.
But I know, but again, he was trying to bargain, basically.
Yeah, no, he was faking. Yeah.
So he was on some
He was
like,
faking.
yeah, but he was
But
trying
he told you he was gonna try to pay fake the feds.
So basically after they did the proffer, right, they was trying to tell him, basically what they trying to charge me for and this and that. So his fighting words like, bro, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no proof of this and that.
Right.
So boom, we did the proffer. They showed me whatever evidence that they had. Granted, the charges that they were trying to charge me for, 2 out of the 3 charges, bro, you got no evidence of none. Everything you just showed me that you was gonna take that trial, nigga, none of that said that I did this or this at all whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So he was on some bargaining like, all right, bro, like, okay, well, what if we pay this, you know what I'm saying, $1.7 million, then we just drop the case, whatever the case may be, right? Granted, it wasn't no dollars. It was Bitcoin. It was digital currency. It wasn't real money. So therefore, he was like, okay, so bro, what if, you know what I'm saying, what you call it? They was like, nah, we good. You know what I'm saying? We want some money, right? But then, not even 24 hours later, they bounced back. And then they said, so let's talk about this, you know what I'm saying, restitution. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this, So they considered, so he was all like, boom, bro, we got action. So he showed me, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, we got action. You know what I'm saying? They hit me back. You know what I'm saying? Talking about what you call it. I'm like, bro, I don't know what you really back. I got $1.7 million. I'm working. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got a little something, but not that. He was like, bro, I got you, bro. He's like, I got your back. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you don't deserve to be in what you call it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, bro, like, that's a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, but these niggas was trying to basically say, I paid this $1.7 million, and they'll just drop one of the charges. And he like, no, fam, I'm not finna pay you and go to jail. So he told me, like, bro, we not finna pay to go to jail.
Right.
Like, if we pay you, you drop this case altogether because that would be justice, bro.
Right.
Everybody got in a hole, you know what I'm saying? Oh, still, I mean, I'm knowing, but so he telling him, he like, bro, like, we'll write the check or whatever the case may be, but they were saying they didn't think that I had, you know what I'm saying, like ties to be able to pay this. But, you know what I'm saying, I got people that will, you know what I'm saying, that long be bread or whatever the case may be, that, hey, you know what I'm saying, that give me that money, bro, just, of course it's in the free.
1.7, they go, I'm being locked up. I wouldn't pay their shit for a motherfucker.
Big facts.
Yeah, but the minister they said, but what you call it?
Lock me
and
on
whenever
up,
they
buddy.
just talking about only dropping one charge, he like, hell nah, bro, you not finna pay to go to jail.
But they so slick that they would have fucked around and tried to charge y'all for bribery.
So I did, yeah, for real.
This is for the restitution.
And that's what he was saying too. Yeah. One thing he tried to do, he tried to make sure, hey, bro, write this and let me know. You know what I'm saying?
So what? Let me ask you this then, because that leads to a great question that I just got asked. Is what do you do with your money before they come take it?
They don't always take it.
They don't always take it.
No, they don't.
Everybody's situation is different.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Yeah,
A lot of that stuff be lies, bro.
Yeah,
They think
everybody's
it's
situation
man.
is different, and based on how they do their thorough investigation and stuff like that. See, a lot of, especially our black young men, a lot of black men, they get hit a lot of times with, and they don't always do their due diligence on investigating them. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times they have time, but meaning that the question that they're asking, like, when they ask what do you do with them, your money, are they meaning your cash money, or they mean just your situation period?
Like your
Because
accounts
if
and
they,
stuff?
you said because before they get it, because a lot of times they, once they come and get you, a lot of times they already done that. Because when they hit you, they already
Okay.
froze whatever they trying to freeze if they gonna do that.
Okay.
Or you go in there and give you order not to move nothing, not to touch nothing. But most times if they did they due diligence on investigating you, they done that. My situation was a little different. They never seized none of my, well they came, when they came, they never seized me, they never looked at my accounts, my banking, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I did, but again, I kind of like was arrested on the fluke because yeah. But they didn't. They did take 2 of my vehicles because that's what I had there. I had just bought a car that day that I got in the truck. They took that and they took a car. They took a car, a Jeep that I was in, obviously, because when I went to do what I done. So they took that, and I had a truck, F-250 on the front. They took that. I had a T-Rex motorcycle. They took that. But here's the thing that a lot of people don't know. Even if they take your stuff, if you can show proof, you can get your stuff back. You know what I'm saying? If you
That
show
you got
proof.
it all.
Well, because I was one of those people, like I was kind of particular where I didn't ever pay cash for stuff like that. Even if I bought something for $15,000, $16,000 truck, $17,000, I was gonna go to the credit union. I'm gonna show a paper trail of financing.
Yeah, for sure.
But the Jeep that they took when I was in that, I was in that when I was going to make the transaction.
Oh,
so
so that's why
gonna
they seized that.
that's gonna get seized. Now my truck, I could have got back. I didn't because at the time, I really was trying to concentrate on my case, and the attorney was telling me that he was gonna go to back. We're gonna get it back, this and that, and he never did do it. But my car, my brand new car that I had just got, I got that back because it's not paid for. They don't want nothing not paid for. It's gonna go back to the lien holder. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with my T-Rex. It wasn't paid for. I still owed like $20,000 on that. So it went back to the lien holder. So what I done was I got on the phone with the people I got on the phone with the people I financed it through, and I told them, look, these are just allegations. I have not been convicted of no crime. They released the part of me. I went and got my car back.
Okay.
And I sold the car and kept the money. And then I went and got the same people that financed the car for me that day. I got them to refinance because I was with the Dallas Teachers Credit Union, and I was with it's called Telco. It was another credit union off the tollway. But they got the Teachers Credit Union. They wouldn't allow me to get the motorcycle back because they said it was a police seizure. So they wanted me to pay my whole balance, which at the time I wasn't going to pay that.
Mm-hmm.
So what I done was I called the people that financed my car to finance the remainder of that bike, and then I got both of them back.
So does that, what they take y'all, does that go into your restitution?
No.
No.
Didn't jump on that, did
This is what I was going to say too. This is what I forgot to say. I was going to say that my reason for even bringing it up was I was going to say that a lot of people don't know that if they seize your stuff, and if you can show that you legitimately purchased that stuff,
Yeah.
they have to give you they gonna send it certified when you got to sign for it. They gonna send you a seizure letter and stuff, and you got a court date. You can take your stuff, whatever information. Like I could have like with my situation, if I wanted to go get my truck, I could have went to the credit union and got my statements for the last couple of years that I financed. How many years I financed it? I got my paperwork and went to court and showed them that it wasn't. There wasn't no drugs, no money, nothing found, and nothing like that. So I could have showed it was legitimate, that I was legitimate about that. You can go to the court. My reason for bringing it up, like I said, is to show that you can go and fight for your stuff. You can't. They can take your stuff, but that don't mean they can keep it. You can go to court for it if you want to.
That's the same in the state, right?
Nah, state. I mean, I don't know, county jail, they impound and stuff, you can go and get it back, you know what I mean? But like the state just was taking contraband from me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get that back, you know what I'm saying?
He's talking about though before, just like with a case, like He mean, do they like seize your stuff like the feds?
before
You
you go.
know how the feds
The feds can do what they
seize.
want to do.
Right.
Like, I think it's a different
Well,
ball.
it's just, I think it's a process though. That process, that's just they protocol. They gonna take stuff first and let you prove it later. And they know usually if you don't fight for it, which a lot of people don't, then they know it's usually how what they thought about the situation.
Okay.
But you can fight for your stuff.
But yeah, what you said was true. They don't want nothing that has a number.
Yeah, they can't keep nothing.
Like my mortgage.
They can't keep nothing. Now how?
Yeah, your wife still be staying down if y'all can afford it.
Yeah.
And it depends on the situation of how you come like if you like you got kingpin status or
Yeah. But everybody
Niggas still have they have two. They just won't have 10. They just have two.
But everybody
Right.
everybody's situation
They gonna
is
get
different
something.
because it depends on the investigation. Like I said again, like with some folks, they got investigated for a long amount of time, and they done got the information they got. So when they take what they take, they have reason to take what they take. But in some situations, like I say, even with mine, like my house never was affected, never came up, and my house was paid for at the time. It never
Okay.
even came up.
Okay.
But my situation was a little different.
Yeah.
You know, I got locked up on a 1-day investigation.
like can
Oh,
they freeze
no.
your account?
1 day.
You say homie, you say this shit
Freeze your
1 week.
account. They can just go.
Oh, they gonna
Why
freeze
won't
your
we
account if
just
you got drug
Yeah,
charges.
mine's from November.
You got drug charges or
They said November
They know what you
1st,
do.
November
They gonna-
3rd.
That's the first thing they
Or
do.
November, something like that. November 3rd, 2021 to November
But really, they hadn't been investigating you then. We say 2020 what?
2021.
They had been investigating you from that long.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So from what the PSI say, bro, that the lady had filed a complaint to the federal hotline or something like that, November of 2021, and when she did that, supposedly she said that 200 and something thousand was taken from her via Bitcoin, and that was again November of 2021, whatever. Then they did their little whatever case may be, and then when they broke it down, they seen that the chick that had read it or whatever, that she had did a SIM swap or whatever, and the SIM swap is what caused her information to be stolen, and for her money to be transferred from her Bitcoin account to that chick or whatever. Again, whatever the hell that is.
How do you keep your Bitcoin? You on the laptop or phone, right? Either or, right?
Nah, bro, it's a wallet. So it's kind of like it's. How do I say it, bro? It's like a
Like how
digital
you double
wallet.
check your, like you can be in your wallet like how you on my iPhone. Like I double tap it and all my cards come up and
Well, no, it's
what
like
it is,
so basically the way.
flights and all this stuff.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Nah, it ain't like
Yeah,
that.
like
So,
that.
nah, hell nah. So basically, bro, you download apps, bro. You know what I'm saying? For instance, bro, this whole thing is from Coinbase. This thing out Coinbase.
Yeah, I
And,
heard about
yeah,
it.
and on Coinbase, bro, you can basically buy digital currency. You know what I'm saying? It's like an investment. And when you buy it or whatever, let's say, I'm gonna just use low end numbers, right? Let's say Bitcoin is $1 a coin, right? And when you buy it or whatever the case may be, you use real money to buy the and it's transferred into digital currency. So once it's transferred, now it's like stocks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a gamble. It's like gamble money. So if let's say,
But you can't buy no with it though, right? That's why I ain't never really. just
so
tried
you
to-
can buy stuff with it, but it ain't stuff that you can like physically get.
It
if
ain't
that makes
tangible.
sense.
It ain't. You can't
So
touch it.
no, hell no, you can't. But the thing about it is, you can cash it out, and you can make it into money.
Okay, yeah.
So basically, whenever you buy it, like I say, let's say you buy $100 worth, right? So now you got 100 Bitcoins, right? Let's say in 2 weeks, it goes from $1 a coin to $5 a coin. So now, nigga, you profited, nigga, like 400%. You know what I'm saying? So now, all those 100%, all those 100 Bitcoins that instead of them being worth $100, now it's worth $500.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
And that's how they kind of inflated the numbers, or whatever the case may be. It's a proximity. So maybe like, I think for one point, so Bitcoin around that time, bro, was like $45,000 a coin. And they said $1.7 million was taken, approximately. Again, this is all approximates from what they say. They don't have actual numbers. So If 45,000, I'm just saying, 1.7 million divided by 45,000. So that's say like 37 Bitcoins or so.
Right.
Right? But this is the thing about it, like I said, it goes up and down, bro. So one day it could, bro. So one day it could be worth $1. The next day it could be worth $10. The next day it could be worth nothing. So it's all a gamble. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, you might as well go to
yeah,
Louisiana for that.
my mom trying to introduce me to that, but that's just not my thing. I'm not
That's
finna
the
sit front of
thing in the future, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, correct, bro, within the next maybe 10, 15 years, paper money will be mean nothing. Like, it will mean nothing at all. Everything is going to be digital because they can track it. They want control. So they want to trace every single thing that you're doing, bro, from your transactions to what you buy. And then, of course, that's whenever the market beats come and stuff like that. But that's a whole other story.
But with
So-
that Bitcoin nigga, you know what I mean, that stuff, it's kind of like, see, if I can't put it in my bank account,
But you can, though. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
can.
can sell it.
Yeah, you can sell
Yeah,
it.
you can sell
Yeah.
it. So just think about it, right? In 2021, it was worth 45,000.
Right.
Today, it's worth 100,000 for one coin.
right,
So,
right, that's true.
so just imagine, nigga, that's a $65,000 profit off one coin.
Yeah.
So
it's
if
a way
you got,
it's like the stock
hell
market.
yeah, so definitely.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it took 5 years. Bitcoin been around since 2009,
Yep.
I think.
Right.
Yep.
And it just barely just became something in 2025 for real. That's now it's worth over 100 and some thousand.
Because it's just like the stock market in the sense of where you put in, right, and even if it starts to plummet, all you do is put in more. So my uncle explained it to me this way. He said, "Again, if you buy 4 cows, they cost you $100, and then the market plummet, put more into those cows because you're getting at a discount rate. So now you got more cows when it do rise up
It's gonna rise.
at all. Yeah, it's always gonna
always
rise.
gonna rise.
So they used to have it where you can buy a Tesla with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
Because I
those
knew
type
that
of
it was
things.
gonna-
Yeah. So
They said
now
it's projected to be $1 million a coin
yeah.
within like the next 30 years.
So when the Feds getting involved, now the Feds getting involved, looking at it as like a stock market scam.
Basically.
So it's like, okay, you're yeah, that's it.
So it's like, bro, with the Bitcoin, that's the way of the future. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like gold.
No, it's already happening in Asia. They don't even use cash no more.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you,
So,
bro.
let me ask y'all this real quick before we end. What do y'all got to say to the people for the last word? Because the only one I got for them today is you better stop what you're doing because you're going to get caught. But what do y'all
about your sins, fam? You can't run from the fool. Like, you going to pay one way.
But you gotta think of you are man. You gotta always remember that this shit kind of risky. If you just sit back and just think about it, you can get caught on the fluke. It could be the flukest of all the flukes in the whole fluke universe. And the feds, I remember they had jammed me up. They was they were taking us to get a rain. And I told him, I said, man, y'all lucky you can get me jammed up like this. He told me, he said, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. Wow. I remember that shit for the rest of my life. He said, I'd rather be lucky than good any day. He said, you gotta be lucky every day. I only gotta be lucky once.
Damn.
That's crazy.
That's
That's some scary words, man. That's some scary
stuff,
words.
man. I only gotta be lucky once.
I only gotta be lucky once.
That's some scary
You gotta be
words.
lucky every day, and that's something.
Something you don't forget.
Bro, so what was your everyday life? Like,
Right.
oh yeah. Y'all spend time together?
Every day,
Yeah, we got always together.
Yeah, so like, what's your everyday life from wake up to go to sleep?
So for me, it's a routine. I wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting a wake up. After that, I get in the shower. And my job at that time was cutting hair. I was a barber. I cut everybody's hair
All day.
all day. So it was just like being.
And you never heard from no canteen.
Yeah,
You don't keep it.
Never. I was told $2.50
They're gonna live with them noodles, the chips.
And the same thing with Shaq. Shaq was involved before I came.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came, you know, I was known for being a barber in the street.
Yeah.
And what I can say about politicking, okay, me and Ken talked about this. Okay, politicking ain't as strenuous as it is on a higher level, right? But it's just like when I came, me and Shaq didn't know each other, but we knew the same people. I guarantee you one thing. Shaq probably called his people, I probably called people, hey man, you know, so. Once Shaq got the approval of our homeboy, oh yeah, T cool people. But once I got it, oh Shaq cool people. That's the politics that go on in the camp. And if you got a bad report, they ain't messing with you.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about the rats?
No, it ain't even. No, you can't even say really.
Yeah.
Them niggas in there calling as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing happening.
But they, you know, well, say we should have, David.
Yeah.
You just come through the door. Okay, you know. This before they just really doing the check on you, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is how we get smart. And we learn the law out here. It's simple. You can send a request for 1 mile, boom, whatever you want, whatever case or whatever, right?
So you need to pull
Yeah,
up
man,
which one.
what you know, you don't normally ask nobody what they in there for.
Yeah.
When you catch somebody that's loud, yeah, I've been killing niggas all my life, or I've been doing this, I've been doing that. You be sit back like,
Yeah.
Find out what's
Yeah, I didn't know what you did.
hey, you just stay like this, man. Get this now. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Shoot it out. Come back. We got a whole rape trial. You ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? And see, like, in the level, in the level like the state, like, no matter what you is or what I am, that ain't allowed on the zone. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, you know, rapists, you got doctors, white, you know, no problem. White guys, they showing their pictures, yachts and everything. What they in there, they put it on kids, stuff like that. So you gonna either be, you know, like I was saying last time about the wolf, me, nah man, I'm gonna restore it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm just being real, like I'm gonna restore it. He gonna need some protection. So we're gonna, okay, yeah, you need to call your people, you know what I'm saying? And this and that. Oh yeah, man. Just because we feed to the wolves. They ready to drag you all through the zone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was crazy because, like, it's been situations, I'm gonna go back. He was my partner. I knew him from the street. But he came in, we were around totally different people. And I know you. So he got one of the charges. But he fighting. It was stipulations to it. Because he got a baby by this. And she was white. Her parents turned him in. And they hit him with the statutory. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga was trying to really get at him, and I'm taking risks, putting my neck out there. I'm going against the grain. My guys, like, no, man, I ain't gonna let that go on as my homeboy. Because if I get out there, they gonna get out there. And I'm jeopardizing everybody that ain't trying to do this. So I'd rather be like, man, y'all just stand down, bro, because I ain't gonna let this go down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he took his lead the first time he came in there. I couldn't do nothing about it. He took his lead, but y'all constantly, and I felt it because, like, this man got pictures. Him and this girl, man, they got a child together, and everything is just, you know, her parents was racist, and hit him with the flex, and that's kind of hard to explain to the guy because now you got to show the paperwork that you back in court. You can't just be saying, man, I'm fighting. Now you won't hold. Now you got this jack on your back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some feds and the state, you can play the politics like that, real. For the most part, in the feds, shit, you touch your goddamn witness if you want to, you gonna get no time. Yeah.
So you don't never do time with people that ride with you, right?
Yeah, but not if y'all got separate teams. Yeah. Y'all got separate teams. Like in my case, though, we had separate teams where I went to trial. They both testified on me.
Yeah.
They put in their paperwork. They didn't want to be around me. So you know what I mean. I went to the camp. Me and my co-defendant, we got sentenced at the same day. You know what I mean. Dude that was with me with the birds from my Mexican partner. Yeah, we got sentenced the same day. I ended up going to Seagull to the camp. He went to somewhere in Louisiana, something like that. You know what I mean? One of them. And then the rat who started everything that was still out on the streets the whole time, he went inside the gate. So remember when y'all was doing the suicide watch? Like suicide watch is when say if somebody fucked up, you know what I mean, in that jail, in that facility, it can be from the camp, they done seen it, from the low to the jail, you know what I mean? You go in there, you say you're gonna kill yourself, they gonna put the campers over there to watch your ass.
That's what, yeah, they gonna put.
And you're gonna be able to get, and to your point earlier, you're gonna be able to get extra visitation points. You know what I mean?
Just for watching them?
For watching them. You know, you're gonna be in shifts. What was the hour?
3-hour shift.
3-hour shift. So every 3 hours, a different camper, another inmate, but a different camper gonna watch you.
You know, behind that glass, you behind that glass, and you just watch, make sure you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah.
That's something on with.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's a mental battle. I think that's the hardest that's been for me with this, is the mental. Because like I say, bro, man, you going
Well,
through
it's
some
new,
shit.
it's changed.
Yeah, bro, and this is because I know I'm not a damn criminal, but it's like I got that jacket on my back now, so it's like I got a word, and it's based off lies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
But don't
That's the
never
hard
think anything
part.
over.
Yeah, that's
You got to just like anything else in life, you got to switch your game up at this point. If you already, like I say, going through the plea, going through the PSI,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
my sins.
Hey, unless it's a beautiful blessing come through, it's going to be some time.
Yeah, 1,000%. That's why I said,
But
bro.
you need to definitely tell them about that drug.
Yeah,
That's
we
whatever.
try to educate you on getting your time cut.
Yeah, 1,000%, and that's what I need, like for sure. Because again, since 3 months,
That's why I would have did 8 years.
I would have to.
Because I got out, and that's one thing. That's why I would say the federal time is cut and dry. I got 120 months. Out of that, you're gonna do 8 years. Now you can get up to a year halfway out. So that means, you know, plus your time off, you get roughly about what, 2 months off a year.
I mean, I can
You know
go
what I'm
with that
saying?
shit.
It's like about
57 months or some, I mean, 57
like
days
about
or
two-
Yeah, you get like
Like about
56 days a year.
Yeah, I feel like about two
2
months.
Okay.
2 months a year. So out of 10 years, I would have did 8 years minus 2 months turn 8. You know, turn that
Count
8.
7 years that you did.
Yeah. Well, now you're doing it off the 10, so you get good time. So I'm saying you'll be. It'll be like roughly about 8.5. You do about 8.5 or 8 somewhere 8 plus.
Yeah.
But with the drug program, you get a whole year off. So I did 7.
Yeah.
That's how the math. is.
So,
It's cut and dry.
so let's say I was get 63 months, but
Yeah.
63 months doing the drug program, whatever.
You take 12 months out of it.
12 months.
So
Well, take 18 months off.
18 months out. Now
18
I thought you
months
go
off.
to the halfway house.
halfway house.
You at least 6 months
Guaranteed
of that.
6 months
Yeah.
by taking the drug program.
Yeah.
So that's
So you
18
gotta take
months.
18
months off of that.
Right.
And then you got
Right.
back then your good time.
But now you're 40-something months, right?
Yes.
So it's
That's only like 3 years.
Right.
Yeah, look at those 3 years.
About 3 years. And that's what, you roughly do about 3 years.
so it's best to just go in straight up and down and be like, I'm pleading to this,
Instead
and
of
then
just
here are
being
the
honest and
steps that you need to take.
But you can't say that because you ain't necessarily ready to go to jail either.
No, I'm saying no, but what I'm saying is, got you, they got you.
Knowing everybody's situation is different. If you know your ass did what they said you did to wrong,
Yeah,
once
that's
you
like
plead,
what
you
they already do.
you done already pled to it anyway. I'm talking about when you plead.
Okay.
But I'm saying everybody's situation is different. But my advice to people would be if you out here doing stuff, start looking up the consequences to it if it do happen, so that you know what you're dealing with. Because most people don't, like I say, because you don't think it's gonna happen to you, so you ain't gonna.
That's right, for real though.
Well, you never think it'll happen to you, so
Yeah.
you're not gonna look. But have an idea what it is, because like I said, the biggest misconception that most of the people have is they think it's one thing, but it's not. The feds don't operate like that, because like if you get a federal case, just say for instance, I'm gonna put it to you like this. Say I don't think I'm really doing nothing out here. I'm selling a pound of weed, right? I just say I sell a pound of weed a week, right? I buy this from this person. I buy a pound a week, right? And I get busted by the laws and they hit me with that, and I got caught with that pound. You ain't charged with that pound. You go, they gonna add up all the pounds that you been dealing with every week. Once a week,
Right.
52 weeks.
You ain't charged with
52 weeks times 5 years I've been dealing with. That's your charge. See, that's
Especially when you constantly telling on yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I've been going getting weed.
Well, no, not even you. That's that person that set you up said that.
Yeah.
That person that you buying from got in trouble and told him that he comes over here every week, at least once a week, and get 1 round.
And they gonna go, bro.
They added all up.
They're always going off of what niggas say.
Whoever talk first.
It's only matters, bro. If niggas tell on you, man, that's it.
Well, that 1 pound on the low, you just think when nigga said 1 brick.
That's all in the bricks. That's why I say
that explains everything. Everybody go get busted by the feds. It explains everything.
And look at
guidelines and everything. It's gonna explain.
And that's on the if y'all look when you look at the opening, you'll see where you can order it off Amazon and click that button, order that book. That too. Cause niggas don't read no way.
Better get an idea what you
Go ahead, Ray.
This is a crazy story, man. How I got banned though. Alright, I'm in front of the judge. Now they call this an open plea. This basically you putting your life mercy.
Yeah.
I know I did. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at manslaughter. I don't want murder. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? In the state of Mississippi. So we gonna do the factors is different in different states.
Okay.
Okay. Me not knowing no law, I'm putting it in my lawyer. I'm guaranteed, man. It's 15, man. You do 5 and you get out. Like, man, you sure? You know what I'm saying? My mama, she pushing the money. You know what I'm saying? She pushing. Just go open plea. First time offender. I'm a first time offender. I ain't never been in no trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I caught a charge. You know what I mean? So this judge, you know, a world ball, the ball is bounced. That judge dropped the ball and said however many times. Now I don't know that I'm eligible for 15 years. He dropped that ball. He said however many times this ball bounced, that's how many years I'm gonna give you in the state of Mississippi. Do you understand that, Mr. Pat? You know, what you supposed to say, yes, sir?
But I've heard the judges doing stuff like that.
That's why I say when you go in there act like Keith Sweat, that shit probably don't even matter. They don't give a fuck about you no way.
They don't. My coaches, everybody was there. They showing clips. They showing everything. They ain't care nothing about it. And it bounced 22 times.
Damn.
So he took 2 years off. Gave me a dub. But what I'm saying is, in the state, you got to depend on the government. So now think about it. It's year 15 for me. We've been waiting on this bill to pass.
We always waiting on
Honestly, yeah, okay. I took a life defending myself because in the state that I'm in, there's no self-defense law. Say if I was in Florida, I'd be 2 years, I'd have been out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting here, it's 15 years. Hey man, they finna pass that bill. Well, I've been hearing this for the last 2 years, man. Pedophiles getting out before me.
Yeah.
They going to live their life. Now, the only thing they got to check in, they got to do all that.
They're still free. It don't even matter.
So now this is what the state of Mississippi is dealing with right now. This is how I got out. Bill 17. They passed the law. Bill 585. First time offenders. It's 50%. The prison getting overcrowded. Niggas going home. They've been in there 30 years. People, they releasing people. They releasing them and bringing them back in because guess what they doing? Any violent charge, you do 50% of your time. Yeah. So you get 10 years, you're doing 5 years on armed robbery. But it goes back to my charge. Armed robbery is mandatory in the state of Mississippi. They give you 15, you do them day for day. Ain't no, unless it's robbery. Armed robbery, but it's so messed up because they letting the drug dealers out.
One
possession.
partner like only because y'all went in like life, but ain't got no fence.
I'm
Did they have
gonna
fence
do it
with
like
them?
this. The potatoes, the cabbage.
Okay, okay.
They got a farm.
Yeah.
They got machines. They got us out there.
Right.
Like man, real at the whole, real talk. And they
I
on
heard
horses.
about
They
that.
still on horses.
Yeah, they got a gun line.
Yeah, they got a real gun line.
Yeah, no,
You know what I'm
Gun
saying?
line, boss.
I need to go use the bathroom. But I gotta go in there and catch the cut.
But they all there with their guns.
Yeah, I read that when I was reading the Constitution.
That's the only
But
thing.
that's they
That's
punishment.
why they don't really
right
pay
to
you
become a
nothing.
slave.
You are a slave.
That's your punishment. You don't see
Yeah, you're a
custody.
slave to the
You
state.
don't want to put them cell phones on. They got a cell phone program. They putting you out there in that field. I just have shot cotton. I ain't never did that. I know what slaves feel like. I done pick watermelon. That's the good thing about it. They let you eat the watermelon.
That's cool.
You go get you gotta fill up these bags of potatoes and carry them to the thing. You know what I'm saying? You lined up in front like you real live slaves. So you like, man, I ain't messing with no cell phone. Man. Now I gotta get up out this program and get back into black and white. But I say this to say this, like, for me to be sitting up in there years after years, going through what I'm going through, just for this man to sign a deal. And the only reason why he signed, his heart must have changed because the deal took away for the guys that got murder charges, assault, armed robberies. They took the cap off of them and said, hey, first time offender, man, we're going to drop you 50%. So if you already been in there and you got 40 years and you done did a dub, you like, hey, my 50% is good. They letting them out.
And you did more than your 50%.
I done did more than this.
Because you had to wait for it though, right?
You know what I'm saying?
How long you have to wait after the bill to pass?
I got denied. I got denied parole. It was for you to make parole, right? I got to send $20 home to the court. They got to put him in the newspaper. And they release him. So people read
To
the
see
newspaper.
if people
read the
gonna
newspaper.
object
They
to
gonna
it.
look. Yeah. So you taking a chance? You like, damn.
They waiting on
money.
victim impact.
You know what I'm saying?
Impact statement.
They call it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy. It was crazy. Like, man.
Did they show up your parole too?
Man,
Or
actually,
did they, for you know what I mean, kind of put it in the back of
actually,
your head?
the first, when I got denied the first time, I didn't get a chance to go. It was on Mother's Day, 2023.
Jesus.
It was on Mother's Day. I called my mom. They did everything. They came out to the house. They checked it. They did everything. Came and my PO officer got everything. The process that they supposed to be doing first was getting my stuff to the state. So they denied me, which it was my fault. I got caught, denied, phone, whatever the case may be. But I wouldn't get no RVR. I ain't had no RVR in a year. Like, give me a little grace. Y'all letting some guys go, they been getting RVR every day, getting rolled up every day. So they hurted me. I said, man, I gotta go hard, man. I gotta get on to them folks. So that year came, and the officers came and got me, man. And like, they don't prep you for this. They on a Zoom call. You know what I'm saying? The prison condition messed up, so I can't look my best. But I'm making it do what it do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got my best clothes that I got on, but prison ain't give you dang. They gonna give you your issue. You 5 years. You gonna make that last 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there. They asked me, basically, what am I gonna do when I get out? I done hit them with the flex. You gotta hit them with the flex. Like I want to get my own food truck. I mean, stuff that they ain't expecting you to know about. And they just want to see if you are the same person as you were when you first came. You know what I'm saying? You see if you will be 17, and it was like nothing but I knew I was doing it. Like, all right, Mr. Bank, well, we'll contact your case manager and let you know. So now you got to go back on the zone. Like, I got to see you until 2025. You know what I'm saying? And she comes and say, hey, I need to add you. How many? You know what I'm saying? And now, it's like, it's caving in all this time I done did. What I supposed to felt in the beginning, I'm feeling it now in the end. Like, man, you know, sorry. Now I'm kind of nervous about getting out here. Like, dang, you know what I mean?
A
Like,
whole new world.
Hell yeah.
you know, it's a new world. But I'm kind of in tune with my phone. You know, that phone. I'm tuned. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, when it's ready, when it's time. You know what I'm saying? And that feeling that morning when you finna go 8 o'clock in the morning until about standing with pair of boxes on in the same time, my flip flops on. I got my Bible and everything ready to go. Back, they talk about bring my mat up out here. Man, dab that back. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that feeling, that last feeling of, you know, you got these free world clothes sitting here in the you know what I'm saying, the little rooms you be in when you get processed. Put them clothes on. You know, it's like, man. And it's fitting just right. You know what I'm saying? Like, shoes is coming out that gate. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't finna look back. Physically, I'm not gonna look back. I walk straight out of it. I'm kind, you know what I'm saying? That's that feeling there, you'll never forget that. And the questions like, man, how did you do it?
Yeah.
You know, it's normal how you say it. Like, I just did.
You ain't got no choice but to do it,
I
right?
don't know what to do.
Like,
You know what I'm saying?
the judge did it, nigga.
Yeah.
Right. And how he did, man, that messed me up, man. I didn't know that was legal. He really had the word about dropped it.
22 years.
They had one in the feds or something like, used to, was it fed or state? This nigga go
State
to
level rockers.
where you just throw that money.
Go everything, yeah, say yeah. Don't rocks, everything. Tell you look outside at the tree out there.
Yeah.
He's known for that too. He's dead now though. He's been judged. I think they had Baracas or something like that. It was Baracas right there.
So y'all, what district was y'all in? Well, you said you was in Florida.
I was in the East. Him was in the East District.
Yeah, see, I was in Northern.
Northern,
Northern.
Northern is Dallas.
Yeah.
We were Eastern is like Plano and all that shit, all the way to Fannin County. But that's just the thing about district is like they can. That's whoever filed the case. They can file it in whatever.
Okay.
You see, we was in Dallas, they got us to come
got
out
us
to the Eastern District.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They jammed us up.
Not me. I'm in Mesquite.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in the Northern District.
Right.
It's just that they still can. They'll try to what they normally say is they'll try to say that at some point one of them co-defendants
Went out there.
went through that district where they charge it, but it's really not. They really got the choice to try and file it in whatever district will take the case.
Okay.
They, like I shit,
Okay.
mine was so weak. I know the Northern District wouldn't have probably even took that case.
Eastern
Okay.
didn't want the dope.
Yeah.
Northern just want, you know, like
Eastern-
guns. They got all these niggas around on these gun cases and shit.
Say, man, is that deep, bro?
You don't have to be a kingpin to get no fed.
Right. Well, think about it like this. In the Northern District,
I got a fed case.
it's a lot more stuff going on, right?
Okay.
As far as that activity and black folks having stuff, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of times they're gonna be more thorough on their investigation stuff. Eastern District is different because, like I'm saying, we go into court sometime in Plano, but when I went to court, they take me way to Sherman. It's that we go to court in Sherman, Texas, so they gonna take you down the wild and where still rule and form.
Yeah.
So if you go to trial, notice your peers is gonna be some formers. It's gonna be your peers. So
Alright.
that's why they do that.
Okay.
I tell you
Mine
what,
was
when,
in Fort Worth.
I have no black people on my jury.
the court I went in, where I went to court at and got sentenced at in Sherman. It's a Chase building at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's a courtroom at the top, and it's and when you go in the hallway from where I was when I got locked up, went to the back, they still got pictures of people hanging in there. In the courtroom, in black and white
Wow,
pictures.
man.
They got motherfuckers hanging.
My courtroom still have they got the nooses. They got the nooses. Like how you put
They
the
got-
girl on the wall. They got the nooses.
They are reminding you who you are. Yeah, for real though.
And you
Yeah.
clearly say when they say jump, you say how high. Do you understand that, Mr. Pat?
Yeah.
You got to make these judges. They sit on they sit on their spot like some
Supreme Court judges like,
Yeah, how hard?
you know what I mean? Ain't nobody getting them off these federal courtrooms. My judge went to sleep during trial.
Wait for you guys, man. That's in the game.
Realize
Just getting in the game, man.
It ain't worth it, man.
It ain't worth
it's a stock
And
market.
if you all believe it,
1,000%. What?
No, oh yeah, oh yeah. Say your money.
Way longer with it because Nolan Ryan got stocks in like we had a little sausage in the county called a little chub, a high heat. The only piece of sausage we got to make our spreads or whatever the fuck. That's owned by Nolan Ryan.
The Bushes got stopped.
Right.
What
fighting
they got
3 years, right?
I forgot Keefe.
Yeah,
The
right.
Russians of Keefe.
Right.
Keefe
got
coffee,
products,
Keefe
But you
everything.
know about that third year? I tell mom, look, that little 9,000,
Yeah.
10,000 got saved up, put it over books. I'm gonna do my time and spend that money.
And then the commissary hired the
They want you to
So when
fight
they
it.
say like
Turn
the Fed, like I always
I gotta
figure
get the
that
boy
out,
out
you know,
there.
stage you got
I'm even trying to hustle. Yeah, man, I'm trying to get up out of
They
here.
80 whatever the fuck is in it, they play 87.
I'm gonna do this time,
That's what it
man.
is.
So look, y'all,
We should do it more of your time.
we done went 2 hours.
Months out.
I'm with it. I got all the time in the world. If y'all got, so because I think when like to be real, I think people they need to hear because most cats don't understand what they rolling the dice with. They rolling the dice for this little bit of fun or this little bit of money. Cause they,
The money good, it feels good when you get it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, you need to look at, understand what you're doing and see, okay, well, if I get caught with this, I know I can do it 15, 20 years.
And a lot of cats would straighten themselves up if they realize, if they know what they finna, what they get
Let's just get some people and just take some law out there.
Yeah.
And show them cases that you're gonna have to look up. You trying to fight your case, but you gotta look up other people's cases that done beat these cases. But your case ain't the same.
Yeah.
But you trying to get
I always
points.
say that,
Right. Looking for case law and shit, but
Yeah.
the thing about case law
You
is,
got the
nigga,
Rick
you
Myers
looking
up
for a
there.
needle in
They
the
want to be
haystack.
loyal.
yeah, no, that's
They go
yeah.
like telling y'all about like I told you, my partner and them, they got caught up with the same case as me.
And
But
get your
them niggas
education.
got 7 million. Them niggas took 7 million or whatever case may be. Granted, it was like 3 people. You know what I'm saying? One of them, my partner, he was the head in, and then the other 2 people, whatever, I guess they were just whatever. Anyways, 2 out of 3 got probation. 3 years of probation. And the head nigga only got 32 months. And this is on $7 million. Right? Mine is $1.7 million. And
but yeah, don't
But don't
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't compare because you don't know exactly who said what.
Oh, just give me say, that's some snitching going on.
it's the same part as me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all front and act like I did.
That's
Same
one
thing.
thing. That's one thing you can't do.
You don't know who said what.
Yeah, boy, for real.
My co-defendant we got sentenced at the same time.
You went before the meeting, right? If
One of my
you in
co-defendants. I didn't know him that word. I didn't know him when he was out.
You
I
was
didn't
out.
know him. We're in the same case, the same dude. We got sentenced.
It's the same day.
He went before me. He got sentenced. He stood up. He got 60 months.
I won't even put my words on.
You know what I'm saying? I stood up. I got 10 years. You know, but hey, you can't compare because you don't know what they do.
exactly.
You ain't seen the situation. You don't know if they PSI.
You don't know what.
We on the
you don't know
same
what
case.
they-
We charged with the same because we're in the same
Here's
conspiracy.
the case.
Right.
You got 10 years.
Right.
You got
Yeah.
60 months.
He pled to cocaine. I pled to weed.
Yes.
And like I feel,
But it's
y'all-
the amount.
It's the-
But
yeah,
that's what I had
yeah.
told you
Yeah.
about. Like with the amount,
Political,
the chick,
y'all
she
got
got 60, she got
points.
57
And things
with
like
the
that. Y'all
lease
see
amount.
guys
And
come to the
the
state.
dude that got the
come
most
out
now,
the
he got
state,
30
big,
months. You know what I'm saying?
laundry bags
So-
full of paperwork. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's just that word.
And I'm
So by that
sitting there
30
like,
months,
man, you gonna
said
sit
man, he
there
only did
fighting.
30 months, and that nigga probably
We in here
only
fighting the police.
like a year.
You what I'm saying? Like how y'all fighting
About a year and a half.
politically.
Well, like I
And
say,
we
30
fighting
months ain't gonna have that much
for hot
good time,
water.
so he'll get.
Microwave.
He gonna get. What he gonna get?
TV the one out. We gonna TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, we gonna take a sacrifice, man. We know we're gonna go off. You know what I mean?
Good time.
And then 4 months and 2 days around.
Get 6
And
months.
then he gonna get 6 months halfway out. If he takes the drug program, then he gonna get a year out of it.
think so.
I'm gonna say
So
something.
he's gonna do a year and some things before he goes to the halfway house.
Right. So he'll be going to the halfway.
That's about the transfer to the halfway when you do half.
You got to take some.
They keep up with you the whole time.
Yeah, they're on site. They're on site.
Like
You got a case manager and accountant.
So look,
I'm
gonna let you in.
I'm
gonna let you in.
They gonna be on the case man, like you said.
Yeah, they don't keep
keep
Yeah,
all their
the-
driver's license.
yeah.
You gotta get your birth certificate. If you need
They
to
keep
get
all that. They
anything,
get all that. Yeah.
That's how the state. They just started doing that in the city. Like,
Yeah.
So is it people
when you
that
get ready
just
to
sit
get
there
out,
and they sell all
your
their
license,
license?
Ain't no
food stamp, but you
Yeah.
can't get anything, you know.
When we talking about sales, we talking about the county before we got
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
facility.
But yeah,
At
the
the
county.
facility, it's just no. You gonna have a job and everything. If you go there, you can be on like what me and him was on. We was on. He had a contract. He went out to Fort Worth or Grand Prairie every day. The van of them go out to Grand Prairie and clean the office building, the main office building. Me, they gave me a car. I drove to Fort Worth prison every day to the low. I rode over there to the low and work on trucks and
So
drive
you
diesel.
trust that's trust.
Well, we all trustees.
Yeah, because
at our level.
you out custody.
Yeah.
Every
You out
last
custody.
single motherfucker in there is
Yeah.
out custody. You're not in custody.
Yeah, you're not in.
Out custody.
Yeah, you're not considered.
Yeah.
So it's different.
so you gotta be goddamn slow to decide you gonna mess this one up.
Well, a lot of people do. A lot of people that used to at the higher level, they
Oh,
don't want to do
okay,
their time
okay.
at camp because they
I'm
don't
working in the
want
courthouse.
to. They miss the
Yeah.
It's
Bored. Yeah,
It's
they
more
they like that rowdy stuff.
right like that rowdy. It ain't nothing going. At this level, everybody trying to go home.
Yeah.
You know, you gonna have some.
You know, I'm trying to do
People that
everything.
do little stuff, but it ain't really nothing major.
Yeah.
You know, the
So
typical
do y'all
stuff.
be getting chapters and stuff like that in the camp? Like I'm
They start
I heard they can do it now. I heard now they can do it. When we were there, we would just get on the computer and now we got we got TV stuff in there.
The law don't keep the remote. I said that when somebody posted that. I was like, they were like, 50 Cent did the interview by Diddy on ABC because he knew that was the only station he could watch. And I just certainly think we watch all of it. Nice shit, we ever go get it.
We had cable.
Yeah, but see, we manipulate the situation.
Bring the 5 CDs in the door.
We don't plug it up.
We don't bullshit, so don't we ain't
Somebody
doing
got to
it.
have some shit.
Yeah,
We had, you make the best out of the worst situation.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, whenever you go through something, you got no choice but to make the best out of it. Or you're gonna lose your mind.
I'm not going in front. I ate better than the average dude out here in prison.
I think I learned how to cook in prison.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm talking
Yeah,
about
hopefully-
for real.
Hopefully you don't have to go. Just know what you
Yeah,
got.
but if I do, then
it's
not gonna be like I'm thinking.
Nah, bro.
Because I just made the
You
worst
don't-
case scenario in
nah,
my brain.
Nah. What he like here? So he gonna be. I'm gonna tell
What you
you.
see
Don't
on TV
stay
is
out
not
of
what you finish.
Yeah.
Real, I'm learning that though,
What
too.
you see on TV
It's
is
laid
not
back.
what you finish.
It's real. laid back.
That's what I'm
Because like I
learning.
say, that level you at
Yeah, because like I said,
10 years or less, you go to camp, you non-violent.
Yeah,
You listen. Everybody want to go home. Most
Even if
people,
he don't start at the camp, he gonna end up at one.
Nah, he gonna start.
Yeah, he might get started
Nah,
at the camp.
he gonna start at the camp.
And
That's what he
I'm free right now.
He's non-violent. He don't got no violence on there. He's
Yeah,
first time arrested.
And I was
And he
just
ain't looking at but 5 years.
But then
Nah,
they
he
gonna turn himself in, he gonna be on the camp at 4 o'clock.
Like I said,
They gonna be bringing you in, goddamn it. You gonna be standing up on the wall getting counted with everybody else.
And with
It's
the
sweet,
new
though.
law that they say they passed on the first,
Yeah.
that's effective with
Yeah.
for the federal inmates.
I should know.
all that halfway house and all
That
that,
shit sweet.
you ain't gonna have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Boy, hard on the yard, man.
Oh, straight to home confinement.
Yeah, you should have went there.
Like even
Wish I ain't been here.
You got somewhere to go. You come home, get your job. Really, I'm cool. Get your job and get the phone set up. Once you the way it was anyway. Once you get the phone set up, man, they gonna see you at home.
Till your date come up.
Yeah, because like
Not just on
but my probation officer right now, or whatever, they always go to my career or whatever. Like I said, it's all, you know,
That's why I
or
wanna
whatever.
be
You know, we got this with the he's abided to all pre-trial release, sentencing, he passed all the drug tests or whatever. So I took like 4 drug tests already, or whatever, and I passed all of them except the first one. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they know.
Yeah,
They
I told
know.
them.
But that's why you have to make sure they put that drug.
That's why. That's the drug test. They gonna get you right there.
Yeah, because I told him that. Yeah, I told him like, yeah, I want to leave because my PTSD or whatever the case may be. I got shot.
You don't believe that because I had to do the same thing. You know, when they caught me first, then it start when the levels start going down. That's what they say. Your marijuana THC levels start going down.
Yeah, that's what it happened. So that was like some now my stuff passed again. That was way in April, and I just actually had one nigga, and I think that was one that they were trying to do for my PSI. So they ended up doing it, and they say, you know what I'm saying, you passed that trial, and none. Like I said, like, yeah, you're non-flight risk, you're not a threat to society. So I'm trying to use that, like, bro, you said this yourself, but I'm not a threat to what you call, nigga. I ain't put my hands on nobody. I ain't had no gun, nigga. I ain't had no nothing.
Okay, hold up, y'all. So we're gonna go and cut it short. We're gonna continue this conversation.
Yeah.
But we're gonna cut it short for taking first.
Yeah.
And everybody just gonna get a little last spiel, last thing that they got to say. And then we can continue the conversation after we cut off.
Yeah. I forgot you were still filming.
Yeah,
Say that's the good thing. Like I really like be for real when it's like even like last week. I thank y'all for being so open and honest, cause like it ain't just him. This my little brother for real. Like I boy, we got some stories. You hear me? And I got other little partners. Whether they want to or not, they already go through it. You doing what you're doing.
Well,
you know what. But yeah,
that's my advice. They just need to.
And that's what I love. Yeah.
Look it over. Look if they don't do nothing else. Look at them sentencing guidelines and stuff. And look at if something was to happen to you. Look at what you could be facing. Look at the consequences, because a lot of people don't do that.
Then I love gaining knowledge and wisdom, and I hear that from y'all. I'm learning about this, man, and it makes me look at life a lot differently, because it's so easy to put labels on people, and you think just what they are.
Yeah.
Like a nigga just ain't always a criminal. A nigga just did time for doing something criminal. You know what I'm saying? Anybody.
Right. Well, the system can turn right.
Yeah. That's what I want to get into next week.
Yeah, the system can turn anybody into it.
Yeah.
People make choices every day that they don't realize that they can really get choice from.
Come on, man.
From the actual.
Come on, man.
It can happen to anybody. Now, that's
for real.
That can happen.
For real.
I've been on
Kevin, some dude on there said, the best thing popping is just get out the way. And that is so true.
Yeah.
That's
That's what you told me. Yeah, he just told me that. Yeah.
so true. Stay out the way, man.
That's exactly what he just told me.
Look, if you don't want, as these youngsters say, if you don't want that smoker being in prison, stay out the way.
That part.
Stay out the way.
Really, you got 5 years.
Why they got street the sidewalk?
You got to adjust.
Yeah, no matter what.
Well, I'm gonna speak to the people that's finna go through it. It ain't no stopping.
Yes.
I can't put you in my shoes. I can't put myself in your shoes. I'm just gonna give you the guidelines. Is stay out the way. Find God. You know what I'm saying? Like I advise you to find God first. Stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? And just I mean, stay out of the way, man, and just pray. You know what I mean? And do something constructive with yourself while you you know what I'm saying? If you got a child like my boy, he cut hair, you know what I'm saying? Act like as if you win the world. Like, man, I'm cutting hair, that's a hustle. But it's legal. You know, you ain't gonna get no trouble for it. You know what I mean?
It depends on where you go. Yeah. But you got other, like I said, I used to earn. Like he said, you charge $250 for your haircut. Yeah, I charge nigga $250 for a visitation suit. You want to go out there looking good, nigga, for your family?
Yeah. You want to go down there and show up? You want to go out there looking like what you going through?
You know what I'm saying?
I got scars and everything.
But they gonna give you a job. You know,
Right.
like the feds got jobs. Like you gonna get a job. Your case manager gonna assign you to a job.
Sometimes
it's on the facility. Sometimes it's somewhere else. Like I said, I was a barber too because I had my license. You gotta have your license supposedly. Because I had a license. I had a barber license before I went in, and I had a CBA. That's how I got on doing that other stuff where you go before work.
You know what I'm saying?
They gonna give you a job.
And that scene is so true.
Whether it be education or anything.
Really got it.
They all might have a hustle. Might have a hustle.
You know what I'm saying? Some
You
guys that was
they
born
gonna
in
give you a job.
some guys that was born in. You know what I mean? So, you call it
Man, stay out of trouble, fam. This ain't worth the mental struggle. It ain't worth the mental struggle. You think that, bro, the fast as it comes, as fast as it goes, for one. And then for two, bro, like, I remember my daddy told me, no matter, God will never let you multiply bad money. All you can do is speak. But he'll never let you multiply. You like investing, you know what I'm saying? Because everything I got when I was working, I don't got none of it. And everything I got off hard work, nigga, I got it too today. And that's all I'm saying, man. Hard work, man. Obedience better than sacrifice. You know, it ain't worth sacrificing your life, man, for a couple of days that you want to ball and smash some of these chicks, man. It's gonna be hitting your pocket, man. You get locked in, it ain't worth it. Because all these niggas do this for attention anyway, man. It's never, you know what I'm saying? You want to be the man. And you don't know, man. Most niggas, bro, get knocked off the top. Nobody stay on top of the world. So,
No.
yeah, man, that's all I got.
Just from listening to y'all, man, my advice is like that same hustle that you put in doing whatever crimes that you're doing, put that into something that's worth it. Cause your time, I think people have a bad misconception about time. Because you can't get that shit back.
Amen.
Once it's gone, it's gone.
Yep.
And so, you know, your time got to be worth more than the risk you taking into losing it and giving it to somebody who don't give a damn about you. And so, like, don't roll them dice, man, because you gonna crap out.
cherish the time. That's all I can tell you. Cherish the folks cherish the time while you on earth, but I'm speaking as in the world, in that other world, man, cherish everything right now in this world. Cherish the things that you ain't been cherishing. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it for granted, because you take it for granted, it's like you're gonna lose yourself. So right now, it's the small things, man, that you need to, you know what I'm saying, realize they can be took away from you. And you know what I'm saying, and on top of that with time. Because when you lose time, you behind. That's sort of say, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to just stay on the same time that clock is, you know what I'm saying? Because if I had a thing with clocks, I ain't gonna look at no clock. I ain't want no watch. I still don't wear watches because it's dealing with time, but it's you cherish the time that you got right now. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your time like I did. You know, we got, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's a blessing that we able to be out here to talk to y'all, because some people that they make it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I think that's all I gotta say, man. Just cherish the time, man.
What all y'all said, man, solid. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming to join us today to even talk about this. There's a lot of people that we know, Caesar, Shaft. There's a lot of people that we know that's not even finished do this yet. So for you guys to come and give these youngsters some knowledge, or even the older guys some knowledge that's never been in this situation, it's priceless. It's priceless. I mean, 'cause some people out there committing crimes that they don't even know what they up against. And we give them the knowledge today. Go get them busted by the Fed books. Or if you don't even want to do that, go on Google. Google the federal sentencing guidelines. There you go. Google the state sentencing guidelines. Google all that, man.
You can call the court.
Yeah.
You can call downtown, and they obligated to help you.
Yeah, they're gonna tell you. That's a nugget right there. Call the court. If you don't know you got nothing doing wrong, call the court. And for your parents out there that's worried about your time and all that, they doing this, they doing that, for Christmas, go get them a busted by the Feds book.
So
Tell them to look at that. Since they don't want to get their life right, tell them go look at that.
And we pray that work.
See what they gonna be up against. Hey guys, man, I can go on all night, man. We go ahead on, man.
We'll say, I don't know if y'all down for it, but I would love to do this again next week. Yeah, but we'll talk about that off air. We love y'all beautiful people, and go home and think about what we just said, or what they just said, and what I just learned. You hear me? We done, y'all. That right there is safe, man. Say, man. Man, dog. Niggas. Yeah,